know what percentage of the population is murderer?
I don't.
Do we have that statistic?
I think it's probably a skewed
we
statistic.
should look it up
because
we got stats on every other demographic, but why not murderer?
That implies that all murderers have been caught.
What stat are you looking for?
No, I know. Fair enough. So we have to assume it's higher. How many murderers? Just type that.
Like in
don't
1 year?
Don't ask ChatGPT.
No,
I'm going to
Google.
ask ChatGPT.
Ask
This is good as
Google.
well.
What percentage of the world population is a murderer?
Percentage.
In the meantime,
Welcome back to the SHUDcast! Well, I'm Curtis!
I'm Murderous Austin.
that's your answer. That's who that
Cody
is.
being murdered.
We are the horror movie podcast where we discuss films freaking out and friendships even freakier. Woo!
Sold. Welcome back. It's spooky season now, boys.
Goddamn
I mean,
fucking
look,
right.
for us, all of us listening, it's always spooky season,
Yeah.
but now everyone agrees.
Everyone agrees with us. At least the better part of the population agrees.
Okay, according to Google AI,
Yes.
typically considered to be less than 1% of the population.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, duh.
Are serial killers or murderers?
That's such a bullshit answer. 0 is less than 1%. I want a stat.
Yeah.
I don't want a range.
The global murder rate is approximately 6.1 for 100,000 people
Get murdered.
who get murdered.
See, I'm not interested in murders. I'm interested in murderers. Here's what I want to know, and maybe this is how you ask ChatGPT. If I'm in a room with how many other people do I need to be in that room to be statistically there is one murderer?
So, just murderer.
One murderer.
By the standard definition.
Yeah,
murderer.
so like if I'm in Staples Center,
Yeah. I mean,
statistically, how many murderers are also there?
is Josh Hartnett there?
Okay. Man, when you start typing that in, you get all kinds of weird stuff as suggestions. One in how many people are cannibals. One in how many
good, too.
people are murderers.
That's a kind of murder. Yeah, are murderers. How many people are murderers? This is my question. I can't believe this isn't talked about more. This is what should be the election cycle. I want Kamala and Donald talking about this. How many murderers there are.
Here's a way of doing it.
Is this math? I'm not going to... What good is the fucking AI if I can't ask it a simple statistics? I know, but he's on the AI.
That's dumb. Don't use ChatGPT.
If I can't ask it a simple statistics question, but it could draw fucking zebras and shit.
Look at the formula it gave out.
0.000
want to calculate this.
0.0005 murderers per 100,000 people.
Okay, so...
We would encounter 39 people in our 39 murderers in our lifetime.
This fucking idiot says 6.1 per 100.
We've already encountered one. Do you remember that guy that we knew at Bel Air?
Oh, boy.
What?
The guy who chopped up his wife and her parents?
Ooh, what? Who?
Harden?
We met that guy. What was his name? Evan Haskell? His dad was a big...
Fuck you.
Yeah, his dad was a big...
Fuck you.
His dad was a big agent at CAA. You don't remember this? We didn't talk about this?
This dude did what?
So do you know who I'm talking about? His dad was a very big agent at like CAA. And we knew this guy in high school church group. He was older. I didn't know him as well. He was in like Theo's age group. So this is such a fucking weird story because this is murder. This is appropriate for the show.
Yeah.
So there's a guy in Kalen's class he's a coroner for the city. And he comes in one day and he's like, I just had a crazy case. We found a homeless guy, unhoused guy, a man who rides a horse with no name, found body parts in a dumpster outside of a grocery store and like called it in. So long story short, this guy, who I then found out,
Evan Haskell.
we knew
Yes.
through church group, chopped up his wife, killed his wife, and killed her parents who were living with them, chopped them up, and dumped the body parts in a dumpster at outside is like a CVS by their house, and then went home and tried to clean it all up. But then cops came and looked, and like blood's really hard to clean up. By the way,
Here it is. Son of Hollywood exec arrested after body part found in dumpster. Wife in-laws missing.
Yeah, what's his
LA
name?
Times.
Evan Haskell, right?
Samuel Bond Haskell IV.
Sam.
4100 block of Coldstream Terrace in Tarzana.
Sam Haskell. Maybe
Evan Haskell, we're sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Evan Haskell.
like
to my knowledge, you killed no one.
I feel like there was an Evan Haskell, but it's the last name, Sam.
Yeah,
It's
Sam.
Sam.
Yeah, Sam Haskell. Yeah.
So you guys know
So we have
murderer.
met a murderer.
Does it count if it's pre-murder?
I'm sorry?
Does it count if it's
of course
pre-murder?
not. What is this, Minority Report bullshit? No.
So did you meet him at... Wait, so you...
Well, fair enough.
Yeah.
I met him pre-murder.
Okay.
But I have met a murderer.
Yeah.
I would count it because he then went on to murder. Because look,
Yeah.
it's really hard. It's much harder to meet someone post-murder
It's true.
because they're actively being hunted.
Yeah, probably.
Has anyone met? If anyone listening to this has met someone post-murder, please God, DM us. You don't even have to go to the Discord, which is the better way to do it because all you have to do is go to patreon.com and look up the SHUDcast and then join even at the $3 tier, but you really should do the $8 tier because it's much better. You get bonus content. But if you do at least the $3, you get the Discord. And on the Discord, you can write in and tell me if you've met someone post-murder.
Oh my God, his lips are all
soldiers
pumped and
count?
everything.
What? No, soldiers don't count.
Austin,
I want cold. I want wife chopping, cold-blooded.
Austin, I'm not gonna lie. I pulled up a picture of this person.
Yeah.
I don't recognize him anymore.
You wouldn't from that. If you saw a picture of him then, you might. Like, look, like this is closer to what he used to look like. Not as all like fucking. He had so much fucking.
This
work
shit just
done.
happened like a year ago. This is crazy.
Wait, this is recent?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, very
Wow.
recent. Yeah. Oh, look, there's like his young.
Ah, fuck
You
me!
remember this guy?
Yes!
Wait,
Yeah.
let me see.
Get fucked, dude! Holy fucking wow, that's wild. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
he's just a little ambiguous looking for me to remember.
Well,
Let me, maybe
you don't let him hear you say that. He'll chop you right up.
Is he not in jail?
No, he is in jail.
Okay.
He's very much in jail. I think in general, if we are all openly talking about someone committing a murder, they're in jail.
Oh wow, I think this
Probably.
is a picture of him in court. So that must have been weird.
Yeah, he went
He's just-
crazy.
for the listeners that aren't that aren't watching this, or actually, I guess the people watching this won't see this from my phone anyway. This person showed up in court without a shirt on.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
Google Sam Haskell, and we
Yeah.
knew that guy. Have you
Wow.
known any murderers? Please tell me. So, to go back to the statistic, it sounds like if you are in a place with 500,000 people, statistically, one of them is a murderer.
Absolutely. I buy that.
It's a really low number.
It is.
We're doing good, guys.
Pretty good. And I guess you wouldn't know the circumstance, but I'd argue that a lot of soldiers are murderers.
I would too, but I'm not interested in
This is true. This is
meeting
true.
them in that way. That's not
Yeah, yeah,
interesting
yeah.
because that's their job is to murder.
Sure.
I want someone who's murdering for the fun of it.
Right, but I think
An
I'm-
amateur murderer.
I do too, and I understand. But I do think also some of those are soldiers.
Oh, true. Yeah,
modern
yeah.
day people
yeah,
who
yeah.
just enlist like they're
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
there to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's absolutely some dirty shit.
Right,
Not
but
saying
I-
you're all fucking dirty, just saying it happens.
But at least they found the right channel
yeah.
for their perverse needs.
Yeah.
They're like Dexter.
Right.
They're murdering in
Only
a...
people who deserve it, aka I guess brown people in fucking Iraq or whatever.
Look, I'm just saying, it's not great, but it's a step up
You're
from
really-
chopping up your wife and her parents, her old Asian immigrant parents.
Wow.
Anyway, what
that,
do we watch?
that got dark really quickly.
This is a dark show. We
It's
talk about
spooky
dark stuff.
season!
All day, every day, we talk about dark stuff.
This is true.
Yeah. I got candles yesterday. I got more candles.
Spooky candles?
Like fall candles. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was surprised by that, to be honest.
Why?
Well, because like I have them stockpiled. I buy next year's now, so that I have them just burning at all
So
times.
I did that with the PF candle spice pumpkin.
Yes.
Because they are not selling them anymore.
Right.
But now I need backups on my backups because I know they're not selling them. I
Got
don't want to
it.
run
I
out of
understand.
them.
Are these all smelly candles?
Yes.
These aren't atmospheric candles?
No, like the smelly candles that I burn that are over there. I have
Fair.
leaves and pumpkin clove.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And they're not burning right now?
No, I don't have them burning right now. Would you like me to have them burning right now?
Well, it's too late for that.
It's not. I could get up and walk over there. It would
I'm,
take less than 30
imposing.
seconds.
I don't want to impose.
Well, okay. Well, I'm just about to do it. Tell you what, there's a Stranger Things candle that came out with the Bath
what the
and Body
fuck does that
Works.
smell like?
So I'm not gonna lie.
Hairspray?
So dude, that's what I thought. Like Maddie was like, there was like 5, right? A bunch of them, and Maddie like she was telling me that she'd ordered them
Cheapness
from Bath and Body Works.
Demogorgon's asshole.
So
Vecna's knee pit.
she starts burning this one called the Upside Down last night, which I'm like,
Okay.
so that should just smell like mold.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It smells so good.
It'd be
Yeah, I
great if
bet.
it
It's
smelled
It's actually
like
incredibly
shit.
dangerous. You light it from the bottom.
It just
killed-
drip-
it's
it
killed
drips
the
wax everywhere.
Because of your churlish behavior, I'm gonna go burn a candle now.
Okay, great. We'll have an atmospheric candle that they won't see, but we'll smell.
I love it. You want to put it on the table?
Sure.
Cool.
I feel like this thing just goes.
The second a spark hits it, it's pure like
Yeah, good thing we have all this
polypropylene or
topo just-
something.
Yeah. Open all the top out.
Leaves or pumpkin?
Leaves.
Leaves? What kind of leaves?
Pumpkin. Like
What
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of leaves?
I need the description of the leaves.
What kind of leaves?
Literally just says leaves.
Nothing.
says leaves?
Nothing from Asia. Their leaves are bad.
They got bad
They
leaves.
got bad leaves. I prefer
Pumpkin.
All right, we'll do pumpkin. I'm interested in leaves, but I don't
Nicaraguan
like
or
that-
Australian leaves are my favorite.
I don't like that they don't narrow down the kinds of leaves in any way. That's too vague of word.
It's like autumn fucking leaves, dude.
They didn't say autumn leaves, which is his old
Leaves.
jazz standard. That I would buy. Just leaves.
Yes.
Oh, a
We're here,
candle
baby.
for spooky season.
We're fucking here, baby. It's nice. I felt nice the other day. I watched tonight's film the other night. I had a candle lit, and
PCCB.
earlier that day I had a PCCB.
the fuck are you doing? What?
The pumpkin cream cold brew, baby.
Oh, is this a Starbucks candle?
Yeah, it came back.
No.
Oh, you had
no,
it.
no.
You had a drink.
The
had a
pumpkin
beverage.
cream cold brew with
I
extra
see.
cold foam.
All right, well,
Oh, extra
Starbucks
cold
sucks.
foam. Yeah, that's a bummer.
They have this.
They do have this.
They have this thing.
Yeah,
It
No,
is
the,
worth
the
it.
frou things can be good.
Somebody apologized to me today for giving me so much shit about the pumpkin cream cold brew.
yeah.
They apologized to me because they went and got one today, and they were like, "Yeah, it's fucking incredible," and I hate myself.
Yeah.
It was
is good.
amazing watching him day one of Pumpkin coming back to Starbucks. He's in an Evil Dead hat, a Neurosis like cutoff thing in his sunglasses. He pokes his head through the little drive-through window at Starbucks. He's like, "Is Pumpkin back?" I've never.
Is pumpkin back? Was it not on the menu yet? It wasn't like posted.
It was a. It was as I say this sounds so audacious. It was a Starbucks inside of connected to a gas station
Fuck yeah.
in Santa Clarita, and it wasn't a drive-through. It was like a walk-up window. The menu wasn't even available to look
Hell
at.
yeah. So your question is warranted.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Was the answer yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, it was
Has
yes, but
pumpkin
then she quickly was like, let me
Yes,
make sure we
sir,
can
get
make
out."
that one done. Please leave. Personal space. Personal space. But I wanted to be like, yeah, but look at January 6th behind me. You feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you want me to hang
Oh,
around.
there was a woman that was saying, "Get under the umbrella with me. It's hot." There's no room under this umbrella. You don't remember that woman?
No.
Yeah, no, big lady.
She was a ghost.
As we watch stuff,
Yeah.
we start watching things. For,
Hell yeah,
for
we
spooky
did.
Season.
So I was regretfully pretty light because I've been busy out of town and reading.
hell yeah.
But on the reading front, I finished my journey through the Halloween books. Last time, I believe I concluded that the Halloween Ends novelization was quite good. I finished it. Boys, it's really fucking good.
Hell yeah.
If you guys have any interest in having more context to that story, read that book. The book,
Okay.
I think, tells what would have been a better movie.
Interesting.
It's pretty cool because that movie's really good.
After reading the book, I appreciate the movie a hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
No, I need to watch it again.
I
But
bet
it's
that's
not
fun for the author sometimes when you got a book.
Yeah.
When you got a movie that, is kind of wonky, a little weird. You have plenty of license to maybe just run with.
Yeah, it's
Good. You're not going to
Fill in the gaps.
it's worth reading.
That's pretty fun.
Then I read a book that somebody had recommended to me called "Gone to See the Riverman,"
Hell yeah.
which
Oh,
was
yeah.
truly fucked up. A very disturbing and fucked up novel. It's about 180 pages, a little less, maybe.
I say years old.
Yeah, right.
I did too.
Real quick read. Fucked up.
Okay.
Proper fucked up, and nice and fucking evil.
Oh, damn.
Worth reading. There's two books. To the listeners, I recommend just going in blind. Don't read. Don't
how
read
are
too
you
much
gonna
about
read
it.
Braille?
I hate
Not
you.
gonna
He
learn
makes a good
Braille?
point.
You make a really good point, but I hate you. Don't. Just I guess trigger warning. It's pretty. It gets pretty fucked up.
What?
Oh, really?
You have to tell me the triggers.
Trigger warnings of
Is there animal stuff?
Is it rap?
Is there a problem with that?
Well, if you add an E at the end. That's how I say that word to get around the TikToks.
Take that.
There is some
Rapists everywhere.
rapists. Okay. There is some sexual depravity.
Hell yeah.
That goes to.
So you mean boner warning?
Well,
You could hardly get that one out.
Oh man.
Listener, If you can't see him right now, he's immediately regretful.
I won't. I
No,
won't,
no.
I won't lie.
I know the line I crossed.
There's a particularly graphic description at one point in the book of a sexually depraved encounter, and I'm not gonna lie. I actively thought to myself, "Don't get a boner."
Dude, that stuff's tough sometimes, man.
That's when you just pause, you go handle yourself, and then you come back with a fresh mind.
No, don't handle yourself. What are
you got to
talking
empty
about?
the goo. It's clouding your thoughts. You got to flush it.
That's what wow, I'm way too full.
If I'm about to watch something or consume something that I know has questionable sexual imagery or content, I will purge myself before to eliminate these kinds of quandaries.
That's why you get up before every Transformers movie we watch.
Yeah. The fucking Bumblebee just does it.
Just every time.
Buzz.
Interesting.
But yeah, worth reading. It's a good book. Then I started, which you are currently reading, Austin, The Angel
Yes.
of Indian Lake.
You'll probably finish it before I do. I'm taking so long.
About 110
Fucking damn.
pages into it or
You're
something.
farther than me.
Really?
Was it like 400?
450 or something like that. It is
Great.
outstanding
Yeah,
so
it's
far.
next, it's next
It
for me.
is very good.
And I feel like that series of books, listeners, if you aren't aware, this is the conclusion to Stephen Graham Jones' Indian Lake trilogy. I feel like these books have gotten like progressively better. The second one I thought was like a fucking that was like the best version of a slasher movie ever written into a book that I've experienced.
Yeah,
It
I was
outstanding.
lukewarm on the first one and read the
I remember
second
that.
and was like, this fucking rules.
You also, I remember you read that like back to back with Final Girl Support
Yeah.
Group, which
Yes.
is a very similar
Oh,
but
yeah.
different
This
experience.
is
I
true.
think I did that too.
This is true. And I maintain that book I like better, but either
Oh,
way.
well, same.
Either way. There are
But
two
yeah,
things.
two
Yeah.
and three. Three's very good so far.
So, three is
very
it's slowed down compared to the last one. But fucking just
yeah.
great. It's like really just dialed in. And then I don't know what happened there. Sorry, guys.
The mold's back.
The mold's back. Going brain dead. Hold on. I gotta get my.
I got about 30 pages left in Horror Movie, the book by Paul Tremblay.
Yeah, I've been.
That's kind of proper fuck too.
Is
Yeah?
it?
I'm kind of surprised at how
I read
it's
a
very
short,
quick.
A short by him. One of those Amazon shorts I read. He wrote.
Yeah.
I don't remember which
And
one.
I read what's the Possession one that he wrote? You know what I'm talking about?
Yep, Head Full of Ghosts.
Yeah, Head Full of Ghosts. Yep. Which I was a little bit lukewarm on.
Same. This one, I'm not gonna like scream from the top of a mountain about it, but like, it's dark
Yeah.
and fucked
It
up.
dark?
It dark.
Whoa.
Yeah. Anyway,
And of the films that I watched, first I went to see Blink Twice,
yeah.
which I know Luke has also watched.
Yes, I did.
Fuck, man.
You saw a
You guys
movie
really liked
called
this,
Blink
didn't you?
two
Loved it.
times.
Blink Twice. It's fucking out. Like it's outstanding. It really is.
What is the title of this movie?
Blink twice.
Okay, that was my question.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you saw a movie called Blink two times.
No. Oh, yeah. No. It's called Blink Twice.
I didn't pause long enough.
I watched
What's
it once.
funny is the title of the movie's hard to get from the trailers too,
Yes.
because they just
Yes.
they do a whole sentence and they end it with the phrase "blink twice." And you're like, I don't know what the title of the movie was.
That was
Oh,
a
right.
solid month of Maddie being like, "Do you want to go see that Blink Twice movie when it comes out?" I'm like, "I have no fucking idea what you're talking about." And then she'd be like, "The one with Channing Tatum and Zoe Kravitz," or she kept saying,
Oh,
Zoe
yes.
Kravitz's directorial debut," and I was like, "I don't know what that is." And then she was like, "The one with Channing Tatum," and I was like, "I got it."
Yeah.
Yes.
it's so good.
What the hell? Yeah, I was like, and now you guys are fucking.
It's so
excited
good.
about it.
You like it?
way better than I thought it was going to be.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you liked it
looks
more than
dumb
I
as
did.
Shit. So anything above that is a step up.
I mean, I don't. Obviously, going with a grain of salt, right? Don't take our word for it. But
Oh, no, I
thought it was
don't.
outstanding.
But it's a new opinion.
Oh no, don't worry.
It's very good. Strong recommend. Channing Tatum,
Well, yeah.
the man can act,
Yeah, he's awesome.
and he's also just
He's made a name for himself.
I don't know what I'm doing. He's awesome. I just need to go and see that.
That boy has made a name for
Well,
himself.
I mean,
He
in
did,
fairness
fact-
to you, like the trailers don't exactly sell a thing that you're like looks that great.
The trailers are not good.
It looks redundant,
Well,
and
but
it looks.
I should be in on like Channing Tatum, Comic McLaughlin. Like I should just be in, and I just haven't been for whatever reason.
but now looking back on it, it's a good thing that these trailers are like very ambiguous.
yes.
That's why they don't. It doesn't look great
Yes.
in the trailer because they're like. I think they're purposely leaving out a ton of information.
Yeah, and talk about a movie with some like really proper fucked up subject matter. proper fucked up subject matter. I will say, listener of the show, Trist, I appreciate your Letterboxd review and respectfully disagree.
We disagreeing with Tristan on a movie take? What? No, we love you. You know I'm kidding.
Then I went back to the theater 2 days later and watched a film that I know Curtis watched called Strange Darling.
Strange Darling, baby.
Strange Darling. Also outstanding.
Great time.
Great time.
I don't want to say I've cooled on it since. I probably cooled on it a little bit.
I cooled on it a little bit.
I think there's stuff that they quote unquote sort of promise and tee up that you don't get. More than just one thing that Cody, I know that we've maybe briefly talked about. But like it's a really fucking fun mixtape, inverted sort of take on a serial killer thing that I quite enjoyed.
it's very clever.
It's very clever.
Very well
It started
constructed.
out too clever, where I was like, I don't know if I like this.
You mean because at the beginning it very clearly like the smell of its own asshole?
Yes.
Yeah.
It started out a little too strong, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay. It was once the movie got out of its own way and started doing stuff, I was like, this is fucking cool.
Yeah, when the movie started with chapter 4,
Yeah.
I was immediately like, okay.
I would have maybe screamed.
Okay. Like, you can't all do the Tarantino thing.
But it works. It mostly works.
No, I don't think this movie's good if you don't tell it that way,
Yeah,
which is a
probably.
problem, I think.
Maybe, but like that's it's. I don't think he was ever like going to try to do that though, right? J.T. Molnar, the writer director, like
No.
shot by Giovanni Ribisi.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Cinematographer Giovanni Ribisi.
Really?
And it looks
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
What a weird little dude.
Little brother to Nick Cage and Gone in 60 Seconds. Giovanni Ribisi.
It looks
Wow.
gorgeous. However, Giovanni Ribisi does a thing with his camera that I am frequently pissed off by.
What is it?
Where
Does he crack the lens?
no, this isn't spoiling or bothering or anything.
You ever see these people that do this? Sorry, they like fucking break their lenses and shoot like that because it creates like a effect.
I guarantee there's a fucking After Effects.
Yeah,
thing.
they can just
You
do
do
that.
that. You don't gotta break lenses. It's crazy.
No, he does that. He holds on just a still for more than a hair too long, and to the extent that it's just like this isn't adding anything to the ambiance of the film.
Boo.
Sounds like an
Drives me
edit
nuts.
thing.
So yeah, sounds like maybe a direction edit thing.
Okay, that's fair.
But sure.
Yeah,
I get it.
I'm
too.
still blaming him.
I agree.
You
It's
could
dumb.
blame him.
No,
perfectly
it's definitely
still-
his fault. Yeah.
No.
Perfect still?
No.
No, well, in some cases, yeah.
Like an image?
Not just an image, but like perfect still meaning like there is no movement
motion.
happening. No, there'll be
no.
motion happening, but
Okay.
it's hanging on. It's not enough. There's nothing happening to like. Nothing's happening. Nothing. It's not doing anything. It's not
there's-
capturing anything by that.
Hey, there's a movie you could compare it to get that feeling across, but I don't know if you want to make that comparison because it's not quite accurate.
Which one? Oh, is it going to spoil something if you
I
say
don't
it?
think so.
Just say it.
In a Violent Nature?
No, it's different. I think that's different.
It's
'cause
close.
It's close, but In a
You wanna talk
Violent
about
Nature
movie
does
hangs
that
on shit too long.
But they do that like that feels like it's making a
Christ.
point. Like
Sure.
like with what they're doing there. Like
yeah.
that feels like that's intentional. It feels
Yeah.
very much like it's making a point. It's masturbatory and
I'm
annoying.
annoyed, but
Yeah,
yeah.
to many people. And I totally am not going to
Interesting.
argue that.
What's that face?
In this case, it's just I don't feel like what he does or the way that they capture it in this movie is adding anything at all.
Fucking Kyle Garner. I love Kyle Garner.
Oh, dude,
Willa Fitzgerald just fucking
incredible.
awesome.
Willa Fitzgerald
They're so goddamn
blows
good.
that fucking shit away. But then but the star power.
Yeah.
What
Ed Begley Jr. and Barbara Hershey.
buddy, send me into another fucking planet with the
Dude.
10 minutes that they're in
That's
that
worth
movie.
the price of admission
Yes.
alone. And if they weren't in the film, I'd be like, I don't know.
Same,
Like, honestly.
same. Yeah, no, that there's a whole
Interesting.
star just for them.
Yeah, it's great. It's real great.
Um,
Go see that fucking thing.
Yeah, if anything, go to see it and support fucking indie cinema. It's really
Yes. Always good to do.
good. I rewatched Beetlejuice
Me too?
because
Did I talk about that already?
I think you talked about it last time.
Okay,
think
never
you
mind.
did.
Yes, I did.
In preparation for seeing the new one tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow
Wow.
night.
Oh
Holy
yeah,
shit.
you got like the early fan thing.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
exciting.
I've heard it's pretty good.
I've heard it's pretty good.
I am hearing good things.
I've heard that it's
Hell yeah.
aggressive. I've heard that it's aggressively fan service.
Uh-huh.
But I also expected that from the get go with this thing, so I'm not.
This is 20 years of Tim Burton making not
Yeah,
good
right.
movies.
Whoa,
We're like,
whoa, settle down.
ish.
But I'm
Yeah.
pleasantly surprised. I'm cautious.
I'm not
Optimistically cautious.
Are you guys going? Do you guys have plans to go?
We do not have plans to
I
go.
did, but something came up, and now I can't go. So if you or anyone you know wants to do the 6 o'clock IMAX at Universal City Walk this Thursday, hit me up. The two very good seats are about to get let go.
And then at our we had a little 1 a.m. Viewing of Pacific Rim at a bachelor party.
What did you say? A little way you said that was like we just.
A little 1 a.m. viewing of Pacific Rim.
We
Yeah.
did. I did not count that in my letterbox because I tried to go to bed. Before
I
it
didn't rank
I
it
had
either,
to stay
but-
up because I was the one streaming it.
That is true. But then a couple days ago, Kaylin wanted to watch it, so we watched it.
Oh, fuck
nice.
yeah!
So it is long.
It was supposed to be
Got
watched by
it
you.
got 5 stars from you, didn't it?
Yeah. That thing fucking rocks.
rules.
The thing I noticed on these two watches more than the previous, and I think this movie does it better than any movie I've seen, the sense of scale in it is so
Yes.
well done.
Yes.
You feel how big these things
Yeah.
are. No, it's so fun, dude. I think whatever hangups I had, I've given up on that life. It's just fun as shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
It's so cool.
One of the better Ron Perlman side characters.
Hell yeah.
Fuck. Anyway.
I'm not here to talk about Ron Perlman or my feelings about him. And that was what I watched. That concludes that.
Holy shit.
Second
Wow, I'm
very
going to have a longer list than Cody. Can't believe it.
minimal.
Yeah, same.
I did pretty good. We
I
always
am
have
on.
one
I'm like easily probably gonna hit 400 movies this year.
Yeah, no, I know. I'd check in on you every once
I've
in a while.
slowed down.
And I go, Jesus.
Because I know like I'm getting into the season where it picks back up, like Halloween, Christmas. Like I'll have 3 weeks off at the end of the year. Like I'm already like 35 ahead based on days of the year. So like I'm like, yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
Yes, it is.
Anyway.
Proud of you, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you. I watched New Crow.
Yeah, boo.
New Crow.
How'd that go?
I saw it in IMAX.
Yeah.
I was just more let down than anything that like this is what they waited all these years to do and like fought iteration after star drops out, after director drops out, then we get this, which like doesn't even feel like interesting enough to have like wasted time on, you know, which is the bummer. Like I'm here for like I know I'm not getting I don't give a shit. I'm not getting micro. I have micro. Don't care. You're not ruining anything. But like it was just like a bummer to be bored for 2 hours.
Yeah. How full was your theater?
Not. It was 6 p.m. on a Thursday night. This is the opening IMAX show. A third, maybe.
Oh, woof.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, it was sad
Yeah,
to see.
I'm not going to lie, man. After talking to you about it, I immediately went, well, I'll just watch that maybe never.
That's how I already felt.
Curiosity, like I just had to know, you know, like I just
Of course.
I wanted to know, but now I don't. Now that you know, I don't need to know.
That's true. You know for us.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know if one of y'all had went first and said these things. I don't know where I'd be on it, but I took that bullet for you. You're welcome.
Thank you, Curtis.
I rewatched Blade.
Fuck yeah, Blade! Ah!
This is the best movie ever made.
It's so good. It's so goddamn good.
That's it. Then I watched Micro. This is also the best movie ever made.
Yes.
Just had to get that in. Watch New 4K. New 4K is glorious. Fucking glorious. I loved it so much.
Good blacks.
Good blacks, but like a
Good
lot
deep
of great
blacks.
film grain.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
You know, it's
Love
not
that
the same
film grain.
experience as you're
Yeah.
standing up against the screen watching the Batman. Not the same thing.
Sure.
You know, but you're getting great texture.
I'm
It's
waiting.
fantastic.
I'm going to put that one on pretty soon. Actually, I should mention this real quickly. I'm sorry, I don't
No,
mean to
go.
interrupt. But the we watched the Beetlejuice 4K, the same set that I bought you.
Yeah.
With the handy
With
deceased thing.
with the handbook for the recently
Yeah.
deceased box.
Sure.
It's great. It's one of the cooler sets that I own. But that 4K,
Not great
No good?
or good.
Upscaled? That I cannot tell.
I know.
I don't want to believe that it was my player.
Oh.
But like there were moments where it's like, why did the audio just suddenly stop happening?
Oh, really?
Oh, weird.
Yeah,
Mine's still
Like,
sealed.
there's an actual defect, maybe?
maybe I don't know. It's pretty weird. Yeah. Anyway,
That is very
warning
weird.
to the wise. I'm sorry.
Did it look okay?
Yeah, but nothing like I'm gonna I did put it this way. I did not text Curtis about it.
Understood.
Yeah, I have not heard about this experience, so probably was not remarkable either way. I watched Evil Dead, Fede Alvarez of 2013.
Ooh, nice.
I was
Yes.
cranking out. I was on my like 4K. I was like, what have I got here that I either haven't watched yet or haven't seen in a little bit. Still rules. Still one of the best movies ever made.
Yeah, it's pretty rad. It's fucking mean.
I just
It's
I think
aggressive.
what I say in there. If we're here, we might as well be really fucking mean about it.
Yeah.
It just shouldn't work, and it does.
Yeah,
Such
I watched
a
that with my
delight.
dad last year on
Yeah.
Halloween. Mm-hmm. He's like, that was good.
Yeah.
That was intense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a delight. I love that thing. Then I watched something I'd never seen before and is coming to the house tomorrow. Darkman.
I also watched Darkman.
All three of you did, right?
Do you watch Darkman?
Yes.
Oh, fuck
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I watched Darkman for the first time when I was a little kid, like 8 years old
incredible.
or something. Because it was a Universal movie.
Did it?
Of course.
And dad had a screener that he brought home. It was on VHS. I'll never forget putting that fucker in. That movie rips so
It doesn't
hard.
stop ripping.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
It's so good.
I
right?
enjoyed it so much.
Right?
Like super early on when he like first becomes Darkman and there's that weird like it's Liam Neeson's head on like a little like cartoon body and there's like the spinning background thing and it's zooming in and out. I was like, this is the greatest thing. I'm so into all of this.
But buddy, how about when he goes completely insane and he's like dancing around?
Yeah.
I know. It's
Send
too
me to a
good.
different fucking planet. It's so good.
My favorite part is like honestly, that's the reason we have an MCU is that movie.
It's
Because that's proto Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
And Spider-Man was the MCU blueprint.
yeah.
Period. End of story.
I think
That's
you could put some credit on Blade's shoulders.
Yeah.
Because that's a different vibe entirely. Like, yes, Sam Raimi and taking but like X-Men happens because Blade happens.
Yeah, X-Men. I'm talking specifically
Right.
the MCU.
Oh,
not like
sure,
not like the superhero
Sure.
thing.
Sorry,
but like
sorry.
because
Yeah,
like
you're
that tone of like Spider-Man
Yeah.
is kind of what they all have gone for. And like the Darkman is just the like
Yeah.
knocked on the head with a pipe version
Yeah.
of that. And it's so fucking good.
I know. I was like,
Oh,
it
dude.
makes no fucking sense. The story is honestly
Okay.
maybe dog shit.
So like they're like,
But,
it's bad because they're like, okay, so you can make the skin, but it can't be in the light. So in my head, I'm like, okay, great. He's gonna be in an accident. He's got to put that skin on, so he can't go out in the sun. Darkman, got it. He conducts all of his activities in direct sunlight. Like what?
Yes.
Why is this?
never going out at night.
Just go out at night. You can wear the suit forever. You can be you anytime at night.
was
It's
so
like, nope, got to be at this carnival in the middle of the day.
I know. At the
3
end of the
p.m.
movie when he's
sun.
like, I'm Darkman, I'm like, but are you?
Not
Are you?
yet.
Maybe now, I guess. I don't know. You're making that decision after all these bad decisions you made.
But it's so fun.
God.
You just
It's
don't
so many
care.
stunts, man.
Yes.
Those
They
explosions.
strapped a man to a fucking helicopter. Caleb was watching the end of it with me, and I was like, "Look at this shit! Look at this shit!" She's like, "How'd they do that?" I'm like, "They just fucking strapped a guy to a helicopter and flew around downtown LA. That's how they did this. This shit's insane."
And it's so funny because like they do some light POV where you see from the perspective of the guy who's hanging from the helicopter. And then you hear the story that Sam Raimi wanted to fly cameras through the streets of New York to do the swinging in Spider-Man.
Oh,
he
like
wanted to be
POV?
like take the camera, put it up there, swing it through the streets. And everyone's like, you can't do this. This is the most dangerous.
He's like, "What?
But,
Have
like-
you seen Darkman?"
No. Like, we did with a guy last time.
I know, because Caleb was like, "Isn't that dangerous?" I said, "Yeah, yeah, it is."
Insanely. Like dueling helicopters, too.
There were at least 3 helicopters at one point because there's the camera helicopter and then 2 like flying at each other. It's awesome. It's so fucking good.
And I think my reason I love that movie so much is that energy that you get where it's like universal monster movie
Yeah.
in a superhero.
100%.
The like
It's-
tragedy thing.
Yes.
Yeah. But with this weird
Yeah.
superhero tinge.
Yes.
And
Yes.
like it's crazy. His superpower is, I guess, just like shape shifting because like he puts on their skin and he's now
strong.
the same weight as them. Oh yeah, he's
true.
very
He
strong.
is strong, though.
But he puts on the face the same weight, same
Yeah.
voice. It's fantastic.
It's great. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's
$14 million budget.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Well, it's scaled to with
Yeah.
inflation. What's that today? That's
60.
That's huge for his
60.
first movie. Little studio picture. That was his first studio
Gross
picture.
48.
I think Army of Darkness.
That's the Wikipedia said this was
Oh,
his
really?
first studio picture. This wasn't this before Army of Darkness?
Yes, it was. Sorry, it was.
There you go.
This is 80. This is 90, right?
This is 90.
90.
A year after
Yeah.
Bat. Also Danny Elfman.
Yes, that
Because it
Danny
started,
Elfman
I'm
score.
like, this sounds like Danny Elfman.
100%.
The year after Batman. And you can hear the like,
Yep.
oh, try to
And
not,
Elfman did
try to
Spider-Man.
not do Batman.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did
'Cause that-
Spider-
yeah. So I'm going to tie that to a thing I did not watch next, but is tied closely to it. I watched for the first time Shocker, Wes Craven's film. Came out in
Oh.
1989. Also a Universal Pictures release.
Interesting. They had a good year. That was a good year, 89.
Woo!
That's when I showed
That's
up.
when you showed up?
Yeah.
I was a year old in the theater. Shocker fucking rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so fucking weird. It's Wes Craven taking like every ejected idea from Nightmare on Elm Street and putting it in like a weird serial killer come back to life supernatural thing. So you get there's like dream shit. There's like toward the end they're just like there's a fight happening throughout TV channels. So they're just going through whatever's on TV right now, no matter the year or
that.
setting or anything, and just fighting throughout it. And the star of the movie's fucking Peter Berg, the director, who went on to make like,
yeah.
The Rundown and shit.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's weird. He was good in it too. You can see how he's in that mold of an 80s like leading guy slasher thing. But I see why this movie didn't work at all. And whoever was running Universal at the time, who put out I had to go through the history of Universal. Like, did the same guy like greenlight this and then Darkman? Because he had to have been fired very quickly after that. I'm pretty sure it was the same regime, but like, what a time to be alive.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, shit was weird back then. It was great.
I don't think I realized that Shocker's a Universal film.
Yeah, it started. I was like, holy shit.
Wild. That's one of those ones that I can remember the poster
Yeah.
hanging on a wall in the video store from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And it's on that long list of I should go watch all of those.
Yeah. I've heard for so many years like it's like dog shit. I'm like, no. Like even if it is just discarded Nightmare on Elm Street, it's still fucking Wes Craven doing Nightmare on Elm Street. It's that cool all the time. It's the structure is fucking weird. It doesn't make sense as a movie, so I get why it has bad reviews and like it's not the fucking best thing on the planet, but like it's always interesting and seeing Wes like get to do that a few years before New Nightmare, and then where he went on with Scream is just like it's not meta at all, but it's just like got that creative quality to it that no one else did like him.
Interesting.
It's awesome.
I
Yeah,
wanna
those
see
two
it.
are Darkman, Shocker. I was looking up because Darkman's coming to the house. I was looking up the 4K for Shocker comes out late October, so that'll probably be coming to the house too.
I almost blind bought it the other
should do it.
after you told me to watch
You
it.
should
I
do
almost
it.
blind bought it.
You will not regret that decision.
Yeah. I have to wait.
Speaking of blind buy, something you do not have to blind buy because it was released directly to YouTube is a film called Milk and Cereal.
I've heard of this.
Yeah. It's been making some splashes in the DIY horror realm. And people were talking, it's like 65 minutes, like Host, like, you know?
Okay.
It's a found footage. This guy made the chair.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they have,
that movie.
They have a whole subset of like shorts that he's been doing. He's made like 6, 7 shorts like this. So this is a found footage horror movie. I don't want to say exactly what it is in case you watch it. 60 minutes long. And I was like, holy shit, this is better than a lot of found footage movies that are just like out there that studios put out and shit.
Wow.
It was really interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
He didn't give it stars though.
I did not. I don't know how to quantify this one,
Interesting.
honestly. It's like it's not perfect, but like I admire the swing so much, but it's still made better than a lot of these things.
So you couldn't call it 3 stars?
I could. I could. But I
He
ain't
could,
gonna-
but he didn't.
You
I
can
ain't
call
gonna
it
do
4 or
it.
2, and you can call it 2.5.
I could absolutely call it 4. I might call it 4.5.
Ooh.
But he didn't.
I didn't.
He called it nothing.
Yeah.
You did the movie no service.
Oh,
Until
it's-
this
I wrote-
moment.
I
Oh,
wrote
it's
about
cereal spelled cute.
Yeah.
I see.
How do they spell it?
Like serial killer.
Like serial killer.
Oh, cute.
That's kind of the vibe for some of
Yeah.
it. You're like, oh, cute. But but it was pretty cool.
2.5
I recommend
stars.
it. I recommend it.
He recommended, but it had a heart.
You know what I also recommend?
Go on.
I've only seen him not do a hard on like.
John Woo's The Killer remake that he made himself.
Oh, is that the new Peacock
The
thing?
new Peacock thing.
Yeah.
I was just in the mood for an action thing, and I was like, I'd never seen his original Killer, nor a lot of his other Chinese movies. I've only seen American Woo. And I was like, I'll give this a shot, and then I'll go backward. This thing fucking ruled.
Yeah?
It was awesome.
This is the remake?
Yeah.
Really?
It was fucking awesome for a straight to Peacock sort of thing. But like you can tell Woo's like in it. There's some really inventive action set pieces. It's probably a half an hour too long, but like the ending, like proper fucking rips. Natalie Emmanuel from Game of Thrones, the lead in it, is phenomenal. The Omar Sy is kind of her best buddy in this. Those two, like, he's like such a huge dude, and they use him properly in that he's just like throwing guys. Like he doesn't have any particular sets of skills. He's just like so much bigger than everybody.
Yeah,
he
that's
picks them up and just throws them into fucking walls.
That's a
You're
skill.
like, hell yeah.
That's a unique skill.
Hell yeah.
I don't like there being
Jake
two.
Sully's in it.
Jake Sully is in
Jake
it.
Sully,
Jake Sully.
but the baby.
I don't like that there's two movies called The Killer coming out in the same year.
There's another one this year?
Oh, was that last year? The Fassbender one?
Yeah.
They're too close.
It is too close.
I need a solid year between them.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
Thank you.
I watched Adam Sandler Love You. His new.
Is it great?
I liked it a lot.
I've heard nothing, but it's great.
Yeah, it gets 4.5 and not 5 because of a certain appearance of somebody where I was like, oh, we didn't need that.
Is it Joe?
No.
He was on Joe Rogan,
Oh,
like
no.
in promotion of this.
Oh, really?
Is it a stand-up?
Yeah, it's a stand-up
Is
thing.
it,
Directed by Josh Safdie of the Safdie
Oh,
brothers.
Is
one
it-
of the Safdie brothers?
It is that guy.
Uh-huh.
Which guy? Which guy?
You can guess. I'm not going to tell you, but you can guess.
No.
Donald
Not that
Trump.
guy.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
that- who I guess might be worse than the guy I'm talking about somehow.
No, one of the guys who's always in his orbit.
Donald Trump.
And he's become lame.
Yeah, very lame.
He has a famous singer daughter.
Oh, yeah.
He was on SNL.
M. Night.
Lady Raven, baby.
Yeah, famous Adam Sandler collaborator M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, is he a douchebag?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like an anti-vax.
You know
right
what?
wing.
Come to think of it, I think we've had this conversation on this show.
Have we?
I think I've learned that. I think this was news for
Oh,
me
really?
You've
on an
learned this
episode.
again?
But like
Yeah.
on an episode.
Yeah, every like 8 months we'll
That's,
remind you.
that's
Rob
so
Schneider.
funny that Family Guy did that bit. Remember they were joking about making up a rumor about a celebrity, and they were the rumor that they were going to make up about Rob Schneider was that he gets immigrants from Home Depot parking lot and has them choke him in the shower.
It's a good joke.
It's a good joke.
So,
It's
but
a
they
good
knew
joke.
something.
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
knew something. Like, this guy's weird.
But Sandler's magic on stage, I love. Like, it's a half musical. You know, he's got his guitars, he does bits, and just like I love his vibe. You know, he clearly loves doing this and loves how weird his shtick can be. You know, and he's doing his shtick. I don't know. It's either for you or it's not. It's absolutely for me. Dug that. I watched Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I tuned into
Not
Joe-
Evil Dead.
not Japanese Evil Dead for sure. Like it's
Bloody muscle builder.
Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell.
Bloody. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
get it
there
right.
is.
I watched this on the Joe Bob marathon, and this movie is also like 60 minutes long, which I didn't realize.
Yeah,
It's just real great.
Real
Even-
quick, tight thing to get
Because
over
this
with.
started at like 10:45 on like Friday night on Joe Bob. I'm like, I'll pop in for 20 minutes. 80 minutes later, it's over. I was like, holy shit! Like even for a Joe Bob, it was
Even with
done.
its cutting.
It's short.
It was
God,
great.
that thing is just like a testament to just let's make a movie.
Dude, I didn't even realize the story on this. It came out on DVD, Blu-ray 2 years ago.
Yes.
It was made in 1993.
What?
95. Yeah. It took them 7 years to film it. Took them another 7 years to get any sort of distribution. It played festivals for a couple years, and it took 4 more years to get like out on disc. So like this is kind of a new movie.
For all intents and purposes, I saw it. I think I saw it last year, year before.
Uh-huh.
It's fucking wild.
It's great. It's just like such like
Bloody muscle.
it's you
It's a blast.
If you like Evil Dead, you're gonna watch this. Be like, hell yeah, guys.
Yes,
You know.
and it doesn't feel like okay. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff. It's like it's just sort of on the nose, but
Yeah.
the rest of it was like no, this
So
feels
it's pretty inventive.
Yes,
there's some
very
like
inventive.
stop motion shit that's
yeah,
cool.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. So like this guy really fucking gave a shit.
Looks
Great.
like at least the version that I saw. It's been a minute, but it looked
Yeah.
like trash.
Yeah. Yes, it was not.
Yeah, not.
I'm thank God Shudder's in 1080 now. God, Jesus, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, did they
but-
finally get better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've been watching Shudder stuff almost nonstop because it's such a delight.
I'm not gonna lie. I have not. I don't remember the last time I logged into my Shutter account, but I keep paying for them because I want them to continue forever.
Shockers on Shudder. That's Salem's Lots on Shudder. That's why I watch those.
Magic.
Yeah. I watched the movie on Shudder and was like, this looks better.
Yeah.
They fixed this.
Yeah. For a second, I thought it was only Joe Bob because I discovered it during Joe Bob. I was like, well, at least they got one here. And nope, across the board. It's very delightful. Speaking of a guy who really gives a shit about making his movie, I watched Horizon and American Saga, Chapter 1.
I hate.
You
oh,
did.
this is that.
Yeah.
That cowboy thing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Well,
It's fucking awesome.
That's good. I was secretly
I know.
rooting for it.
I know you don't want it to be awesome, Cody, because you don't want to fucking sit down and do this, but you do.
I know I do, because it's like when the trailer first came out, I was like, oh fuck yeah,
know.
like another like a western that I'm excited about. There was
Yeah.
that, and then there was the other one that you watched and did not like very much.
the
Viggo
Viggo.
Mortensen.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Vigo one. Everything everything that I'd read about it sounds like that sounds like it's gonna be fucking awesome. Sounds like it was not.
Yeah.
And then this thing,
Dude, it's great. It's fucking great.
Did you go to a theater? and
No,
watch
it's
this?
on HBO. I wish I saw it in a theater.
when I
I
heard
did this in like 3 sittings.
so, when I heard that he cried at Cannes,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to watch it anymore.
Oh, really? Because he got
No.
emotional at
He
people
got emotional.
enjoying his
He got
movie?
he got emotional at the
boo.
thing that everybody does at every movie at Cannes.
Yeah.
You stand
That's
up and
so
clap.
funny because there's
Yeah.
a Kevin Costner bit in the movie we watched tonight that I thought was funny.
Oh yeah. Yes, thank you.
Sorry.
Why can't I remember what that is?
bombed so
It's
hard.
very. It's. I know.
It's
It's.
a
It's
little
a very
throwaway.
very throwaway.
There's a throwaway
Okay.
line.
Why
We'll
can't
get
I
to
remember-
it.
yeah, we'll get
We'll
there.
get to it.
The,
Remember, bring it back up.
I want to be excited about
Thanks,
this.
man. You even called out it bombed.
Just dead stop. There's an interesting Kevin Costner thing in tonight's movie.
Well, now it's funny.
It is funny. I really wanted to be excited about it, but like I think that Dances with Wolves is so grossly overrated.
Sure.
And I
Yeah, me too.
and I think that I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I think a lot of. I'm not gonna say the inflammatory. I'm not gonna make the
Oh.
inflammatory statement.
Don't you
tonight.
besmirch
Oh.
enemy mine.
Who are you getting upset about your Kevin Costner opinions?
We're not gonna
tonight?
do it. We're not getting into it. We're not getting into it.
Waterworld.
No, Waterworld is the greatest movie ever. made.
Postman.
Waterworld
Postman
sucks.
rules so fucking
Postman
much,
does
dude.
rule.
Postman rules.
Was he enemy mine or was it Dennis Quaid?
I do
God,
not know.
I confuse them all the
I
time.
don't know.
Well, for a little
Enemy
bit there, it
Mine.
made sense.
Look the same.
I think Enemy Mine's Dennis Quaid.
I think so.
Um,
It was Randy Quaid.
Oh,
You're an alien. He thought it was real.
no, I want it to be good. I'll watch it eventually. It's just it's so long,
It's 3 hours long.
and the fact that there's two of them. There are two of them.
It's probably more like 248. I don't want to.
Make it a TV series.
I don't want to tell you the ending, but I should tell you the ending.
Don't tell me the ending, but make it a TV series.
I'm never gonna watch it.
There's a lot of credits on this. It's really good. I'm not telling you it's a masterpiece. It's got its problems, but I'm like,
Dennis Quaid.
this
by the way.
fucking rules.
An enemy mine. Damn it! I told you I confused the shit out of him. He's in that new Reagan movie that I'm morbidly
Yeah.
curious about.
You know what's completely stopped me from being morbidly curious?
What?
It's 2.5 hours long.
I know. But then you know what might bring you back?
What?
Do you know who plays Frank Sinatra?
Creed.
Scott Stapp from Creed
What?
plays Frank
Fuck
Sinatra.
you. Fuck you.
In
Are you
the,
serious?
In the Reagan biopic. I know.
What?
I know.
Pretty
Hold
wild.
on.
It's pretty
I
wild.
know.
Pictures?
I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know.
Probably.
But I have to watch it at some point. I have to see that.
I got to see that.
I have to see
but like,
this
I
fucking
can't
thing.
sit through that. I
No,
can't sit
it's
through
just
that.
gonna be a whole big old Republican jerk off fest. But I kind of want to see it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I won't lie. You put the
I mean,
you put the picture of the two of them next to each other, and you're like, okay, I could see why they made
but
that
you're
pick.
like,
Yeah, but then
you
you're-
got, you
but
got
then
here.
but then you do this.
How on
Yeah.
your casting list? How far down your casting list does it take
yeah,
to get to Scott's?
because they're probably like, we're making a Reagan movie,
Some-
and everyone's like, fuck off.
No, he
No,
he
he's
saw
buddies.
he saw someone. Oh my God! There's a picture of him as Frank Sinatra. There it is.
He's homies
Look
with
at
somebody
this.
on this.
No, he watched somebody get kill someone
Wow.
or something like that. He knows a murderer.
Or if he's just a Republican, they probably,
Yeah.
it's hard to get those guys.
All right, I'm gonna try and crank through these.
All right, sorry.
Another masterpiece. I watched Beast to close out the summer.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba Beast.
Hell
Rules.
yeah.
One of the best nature roundabouts of the last decade, easily. I watched Hellhole, the new Addams Family joint. I watched Twisters to actually close out the summer. We went back to
You felt it.
City Walk IMAX. And
felt it.
fucking rules.
You felt it. Yeah.
We fucking chased
It's a
it.
good movie. It's a perfectly good movie.
I felt movement in my bowels with you talking about it. Because I'm going to shit my pants thinking about that movie.
Sounds appropriate.
Because I don't like it.
It's a perfectly good movie.
It's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I know it's for me, and I know I love it. And Jess and I had a blast seeing it in City Walk IMAX. And I watched Salem's Lot, which I had two more. I watched Salem's Lot, which I had never seen before. Toby Hooper really puts his fucking stink on it.
I know. I need to watch that.
It's really
I've always
cool.
wanted to see it. I've always been curious.
Yeah, proper spooky. Like I get why people are still spooked of certain stuff in it. Like the images are good.
Yeah.
They really fucking rip. I like what Toby Hooper does with Stephen King characters. Wish he would have done more.
You know what I liked? I liked the little epilogue thing at the end of that book.
And the end of Salem's Lot.
Yeah, the little girl.
Yeah.
I wanted more of that. I was
Yes.
like, I like this a
Yes.
lot.
Oh, dang.
The book.
Read
The
the book.
book's
It's very-
fucking solid.
Book's
dude.
very good.
I bet.
Really
highly,
solid.
highly recommend. Wasn't that like his first book?
No, it's
It was early.
It's very early.
It's like single digits. Early.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
I
goddamn,
declare
read
it.
that thing.
I think The Shining was before
Number
that.
one?
No. Carrie was number one.
Oh, excuse me, Carrie. Carrie was the one that I'm thinking of. Yes, Carrie, not The
Oh,
Shining.
well. Salem's Lot, I like it more.
And then I watched a film called Shudder, SHUTTER, a Thai movie co-directed by one of the guys who co-directed this, directed The Medium.
Oh.
Nice.
He was like 23 when he made this because I looked him up and he's like 44 now. I was like, that is pretty young. This is fucking scary.
Yeah?
Have you seen this, Cody?
No.
It's scary.
But I saw that you watched. I've heard of it.
Yeah, because we're trying to do some J horror, and this got lumped in. Naturally, this isn't a J horror, but because it does that kind
You're
of
on your
stringy
way.
haired,
Yeah,
dead
totally.
girl thing, and it's just proper spooky.
Yeah.
And the ending, fucking rips. Like it was probably 3.5 sort of situation. Like this is good, story's fine, but the ending is
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, this good. This is good stuff right here. So if you want a good spook, like a good spook, Shudder.
Actually, have I
It's
seen
awesome.
this?
They made an American remake.
Yeah, but the American remake
everyone
sucked.
hated.
It was
Yeah.
terrible. I think I actually did watch this in college.
Yeah, the idea that like in these photographs, these ghosts are popping up.
Yeah.
That phenomenon sort of
We'll
thing.
just close the photo up. Problem solved.
It rules. It's
Yeah.
great. And I can be done.
I'll go. I watched Oddity.
Oh yeah,
Because you can rent that now, and I did.
Ookie Spooky.
I really liked it.
It'll be on Shudder in like a week.
I wanted to watch it.
Yeah.
Good.
It popped
Yeah.
in my head, and it was like $7, and I was like,
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I want to watch
Absolutely.
this right now. And I did, and I really enjoyed it. Really cool.
Good little atmospheric time, right?
Yeah, really awesome. Really just a fun, like, sure, predictable in times, but whatever.
Yeah.
I had fun. I had a lot of fun. And hell yeah, go make your weird little movie.
Movie. I want that guy. The
I
Wood
want that
Man.
guy so bad.
You know how much fun you'd have with Woodman?
Oh man, I love Woodman. I have fun with Woodman every day. Then I watched another Shudder movie, Influencer.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Right?
It took a turn I didn't love.
Which-
it became a very different movie very early.
Oh, okay, sure.
And I was like, I didn't really want this movie.
Right.
But okay.
But
I'm
as
here.
it went, you're like, oh,
yeah,
that's pretty good.
yeah, it's good. It was better than I was expecting. I actually
Right.
quite enjoyed it.
Hell yeah.
Then I finally watched Terrified.
Yeah.
Because I never saw Terrified.
That's right.
And that was talking about. I wondered if were you inspired by the
Conversation. we had.
glowing reviews that I was giving. Me and Lucas were giving it at the bachelor party.
I don't think so.
Oh well.
He's like, I don't know if I remember that.
That may have seeped into my subconscious, but I was just poking
Oh,
around.
yeah, you're
I was poking around Shudder, and I was like, oh, you know what?
Damn.
Watch this thing.
You
I
just
watched
raw
this
dogged
thing.
it.
Yeah,
By yourself.
yeah.
At home.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's fun.
Very scary movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really get scared in movies, but I enjoyed it. It's fun.
I think if maybe we should reduce that murderer statistic down to 1 in 4, and I'm looking at it.
I mean, there don't have to be 500,000 people. That's just
You picked the right guy. It's one of one.
exactly. It's 100% if you pick the right person.
Hell yeah.
Then I, because it came out to watch, I watched A Quiet Place Day 1.
And you didn't see that in theaters.
Correct.
Hell yeah. Did you dig it?
I liked it. I enjoyed it. I like what they did. It was a little light on the monsters for me. There was some very questionable monster logic going on.
Sure.
A little like, all right, we're kind of bending these rules a bit, but okay.
Yeah.
But no, I thought what they did with it was really smart and cool, and I liked sort of the like heart of the story.
Loved the start of the story.
I mean,
I just wish that was almost in a different movie.
Yes, I think that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
I think it's exactly.
I
what
wish it
said.
wasn't a Quiet Place
Yes.
movie because I'm like this needs to be a specific thing.
It doesn't feel like it feels like it was a movie. It was that movie, and they went, oh, it's just insert Quiet Place into this.
Yeah.
well,
it's just-
well, you know what? If that movie was separate, we probably wouldn't be watching that movie.
That is true.
And
This
for
is
all intents
accurate.
and
That's probably true. It's probably true. But
could
then
be
again,
beautiful.
we got Arcadian.
This, yeah.
Yeah.
We got Arcadian.
Yeah.
We could just might not have had Lupita in it.
True.
Yeah.
True. No, and I thought I enjoyed it,
It's a good movie.
but I was led I was set up for something that it's not a little bit.
I was really impressed with Joseph Quinn in that.
It's great.
Oh, yeah.
He's great.
He's really great.
He's fantastic.
He's
great.
a new Fantastic Four person.
I know.
Oh, you said he's fantastic.
Oh.
So I was like,
Then I watched.
Tap me.
I didn't tap him. Then I watched, because it was also available the same day to stream for free, The Watchers. Because I'd wanted to see The Watchers.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot there I really liked.
This is M. Night's kids movie.
Correct.
Right? Yeah.
Ishana.
There's unfortunately there's a lot there I really did not like.
Yeah.
But it worked.
Yeah.
It's put together.
It's
She did her thing.
Yeah.
You made it. It worked.
There's a
It just-
poster for it in Trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. And not a poster, a giant fucking billboard.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's huge.
That's great.
Have you guys seen this?
No.
I want you to watch it so bad.
Why?
I just want to get his take
Yeah.
on what it does, on what the Watchers are.
Okay.
I want him. Actually, both of you. I really need you guys to watch this movie. I think my next mini is going to be about the Watchers because I need to force you two to watch it.
Hell yeah, I like
Okay.
that. Just like making the
I'll
mini
put it-
about
I'll
just
put it
some
on the
random
list.
Okay.
random little movie that
Yeah.
we wouldn't otherwise watch.
I gave it 2.5 stars. I did not really enjoy this movie, but I want your reactions to it.
I
You know
was,
what I mean?
I was
Sure.
gonna go. I had a
100%.
day off, and I was gonna go watch it.
I think it's absolutely worth your time.
And then,
It's definitely worth your time.
but then I saw how dismal the reviews
Yeah.
were.
yeah, I mean, it makes a choice
Yeah.
that it makes some choices.
I like most of its swings. Like here's the thing, I think Ashana's got her dad's like weirdo streak,
Yes.
which is
Yeah.
key.
There was a lot, like the first half to 2/3. I was like, yeah.
Oh really?
And at the end, oh,
I kind of did the opposite.
Really?
So I felt like the first half, I'm like, we're spinning our wheels. We're doing the same few things over and over.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then when the swings start happening, I'm like, okay, well,
Oh, interesting. Because I think I liked the mystery more than the actual payoff.
Fair.
But I think that's a me thing. I think that's
Sure.
usually how it goes.
Well, I have added it to my list, and I will watch it. And I just realized that the person that is starring in this is Dakota Fanning, and I did not realize that. And I have
Really?
not seen her recently, and
I
she
know.
looks much older, and which is
she is.
she's growing up.
She
Yeah,
has
right?
gotten older.
yeah.
But I
thought
just-
she still
I-
looked like
yes.
Uptown Girls.
Time is undefeated in that way.
Time is undefeated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Still younger than us.
Is she?
Yeah, she
Yeah, I
went,
guess
she went
so.
to my school. She was a freshman.
I didn't know
Senior.
Ishana Night Shyamalan is credited in Old as additional directing, which I did not know was a credit that you could get.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
probably like second unit, I would guess.
Usually.
Or she was just daddy's special girl. I mean, look, it is what it is. Let's be honest.
Could've
This
been
is
that.
why she made a movie.
It's nepotism
because
for
her
sure.
last
Yeah.
name is Shyamalan.
Yes.
It's okay. It happens.
It's fine.
And
But
she directed
it
a
is what
lot
it
of
is.
Servant and Servant
did.
Rules.
Servant's good. I did like it. I was a little let down at the end too on that one, but I did very much enjoy the ride. There was like a 2 weeks period where I was just like every spare hour.
I know.
Next, I need to know what the fuck's going on.
Did you watch more?
Yeah.
Oh, we talked about everything else I watched. So that's all I got.
Hell yeah.
I have a very short list. We talked about Pacific Rim, perfect movie. I saw Long Legs for the second time,
Oh
and it is so much better the second time.
Dude,
I think
I wanna
Yes,
see
it
it a
is. I
second
thought so
time.
too.
it's so much better. Yes. Oh,
It's so good.
it's
I
better.
think you could rent it now.
When does it Blu-ray? When does it Blu-ray?
Soon.
Let's find out.
When does it 4K?
I think the end of this month.
I need it.
Yeah, it's coming home.
Can I have yours?
You
need
can
it too
see,
bad.
and like the second time, you notice a presence is more present throughout the
Yeah.
whole thing. I
Yeah.
did not clock that the first time.
A what is more present?
That I
The
guess you just-
Baphomet.
Yeah.
Um,
the devil.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's in there?
Yeah.
I
all the
didn't see him
time from the
anytime.
beginning.
Oh
seen
yeah,
any
dude.
from him?
Really?
He's all over?
No way.
You definitely saw him.
did.
You
If
definitely
we
saw him
were
once.
in a real life horror situation where there was some sort of spooky thing hidden, I would die first. I would walk straight into that.
It's very
thing.
hard to
I
see,
didn't
but
see
it's
the
there.
alien. I didn't see the devil in this.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
see
true.
when there's ghosts in the back. I don't see a single one.
Damn.
4K on September 24th, and
Yeah.
I am pre-ordering it.
Can you pre-order
now.
too?
No, too late. You said it.
on.
I'd already pressed it.
Come on.
Hit 3.
Pre-orders
Oh.
too.
I already pressed it.
Just hit 3.
Go
Do
back.
it.
You can change.
Push
You
it 2
can
more
change the
times.
thing.
Yeah, go into your order. Go into your
If
queue.
we
It's
were
not coming
saving money
yet.
on the shipping, I would do that.
we can.
We could use the Patreon money to buy us copies of Long Legs. It's really just up to us. at
No,
this point.
patrons, we're not doing that. We're
No,
going to do cool
feeding
stuff.
it back
with
into the show.
Yes.
I finally saw.
Well, that's not jump to conclusions.
They're listening.
I finally saw Sisu,
Oh,
yes!
hell
That
yeah.
Kill those
movie
fucking Nazis!
is
Fuck yes!
hard as fuck.
Yeah, it's super
Oh my
cool,
god,
right?
it's a
Fuck,
super
so
cool
hard.
fucking movie.
I don't
think
feel like that gets enough credit.
it doesn't. I didn't understand what the just blah reaction to it was because that's what it seemed it
Yeah.
was.
It's awesome.
And I was like, no, this movie fucking rules.
Since
This
when
guy's-
well,
I'll always think of Steve Zissou when you say the title, and the thought of him fighting Nazis is hilarious.
I don't understand what could possibly not be cool about watching a guy John Wick the fuck out of a group of Nazis.
That's always cool.
That is always cool.
And I argue
especially
that's
the
even-
moments where your character's like, "There's how the fuck do you get out of this? Like, there's no way he gets out of this." And then he finds this really clever, fucking cool way to get out
Yeah,
of it.
he's more like, what's his nationality?
Norwegian?
Sweden, isn't he?
No,
Norwegian or Yes, Finnish.
Yeah,
That's right.
Finnish MacGyver.
Yes,
What this
yes.
kind of is, yeah.
Fucking
great.
rules.
Yeah,
I need to buy
fucking
it.
loved
fucking
it.
rules.
I haven't.
Can I have it?
Yeah,
Watch
you can have it.
Thanks.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World,
Hell
which
yeah.
is
Nice.
just a fucking classic, amazing. Also shot by Bill Pope, who also shot Darkman, who also shot Bound, who
Yeah.
also shot The Matrix.
Oh, this guy
Yeah,
rules.
this guy, Bill Pope, is a
he's the
dude.
He's the Pope.
Yeah, I didn't realize we've been doing a Bill Pope kind of
No, that's
viewing
very
recently.
true. We haven't even said his name. When he was nominated for an Oscar, I can't remember who it was that said his name in the announcements or whatever. They called him Bill Poop.
Yeah, that's
Live
it.
broadcast. It's spelled Pope. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, it's still better than Adele Dazeem, so
Sure.
you know.
And then I watched the movie I think I was most excited for maybe this year, which is Yorgos Lanthimos' Kinds of Kindness.
This guy's got to make less movies.
This came way too close to another. It's like last year weird movie, Poor Things, and this is also Emma Stone playing a weird girl again. There's a little bit of the same going on with the weird, but it's still great.
Hell yeah.
But it actually is. It actually is one of those movies that watches like a book a little bit, where there is just so much allegory going on that you're like, this is almost too much. And he's also doing it's more akin to Killing of a Sacred Deer with the performances from everybody. But I mean, everyone's killing it.
Yeah, I love
so
that.
so
Is it as weird as is it leaning more towards like Poor Things and weirdness, or Killing of a Sacred
Killing
Deer?
of a Sacred Deer.
Okay.
And it is also 3 short stories in one movie. So
Okay.
very long.
Yeah, Maddie the other night, she looked at me and she said, "Do you want to watch this movie?" And I was like, "Do you want to watch this movie?" And she's like, "Yeah, I mean, the performers keep going back to do movies with him, so I'm interested." And I
Yeah.
was like, "I mean, I love that." And then I was like, "You can watch that one without me, though."
Yeah, this is definitely one that will like alienate regular moviegoers. And they're like, "What the fuck is that?" So I can see
He
why
already
people-
regular regular moviegoers.
Yeah.
I don't Poor
Except
Things.
Poor-
People
Poor
like Poor
Things being
Things.
the being
Things.
The exception.
The-
Yeah.
Grave exception.
Actually, no.
Lobster was
No, the one with Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz.
Oh,
and
The
Favorite.
The Favorite.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
the real crossover.
Oh, he did
Yeah.
the favorite?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I don't think I realized that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely the crossover.
And then Blink Twice. Zoe Kravitz is real. She's a director.
That's great.
It's outstanding.
need to fucking watch it.
Unbelievable
I know.
movie.
I want to see it.
And Channing Tatum is a powerhouse actor.
Incredible.
It's a very good actor.
Unbelievable. And then tonight's movie.
Hey,
Which is called Idle Hands, which is what you're doing.
I was going to say, quit having the devil's playground.
I would like to go first
Of what?
for our shutdown of the Hollow of the first movie in our Hallo-Weenie.
You have to transform into a new person before you say that.
Yeah, because I feel like a fucking monster saying it.
Why?
It's just
well, we're going to talk about that because this is the first
This
movie.
is the first.
This
Yeah.
is the
this
first
series.
in the series.
I am upset that it's not Halloween movies that feature penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You needed that extra.
a penis shot. Hallo-Weenie.
Yeah.
What did we
that's
watch
true.
that had dong? Oh, Vamp had dong, right?
I don't know.
Didn't Vamp have dong?
That'd be a
we
very-
watched
we'd be-
something with dong.
We've watched some stuff with Dong. We feel we
We
watched
have.
more than one thing with Dong. I'll tell you what's
Take
got a lot
place
of Dong.
on Halloween.
We Are the Flesh. Lots of Dong.
That's dong. No Halloween though.
No Halloween.
No Halloween. Actual fellation.
No, not Vamp. Pieces.
Pieces.
Yeah.
Pieces says dong.
Yeah.
Holy Mountain had Tiny Green Dong.
Holy Mountain had Tiny
A
Green
lot
dong.
of dong.
Yeah, there was a lot of just dong.
Yeah.
Just dong dong.
Do you want to hear us talk about the Holy Mountain? You got to be a patron and listen to our episode with fellow patron Charles.
Charles.
All Francais. You want to go first, Cody?
I wanna go first.
I'll go second.
I'll go third, and it's not going to be good.
Yeah, fourth,
Wow.
and it's not going to be good.
You guys don't think it's going to be good?
No.
Let's find out in 3, 2, what?
Mr. and Mrs. Tobias are trying to go to sleep, but they see that there's a thing on the ceiling that says, I'm under the bed, and then they die. Brutally. Their son's a stoner, and he's awful, and he goes to get more weed, and we meet P-Dub and his friend Bones. They tell him to go date Jessica Alba.
Yeah, and more people seem to be disappearing around town. Come to find out that it is Devon Sawa, the lead character, who is killing these people because some demon has gotten into his hands. We find out Vivica A. Fox traveling around the country trying to find people who are...
So when Anton figures out his hands are killing people, he goes to the person who knows the most about Satan, the rocker guy, but he says fuck off. But then, it gets worse, but he finally chops off his own hand. But the hand runs away and is going to go to the dance and kill Jessica Alba, so he's going to take a zombie stone.
And then he's getting chased by Vivica A. Fox into the dance, and the hand's still chasing Jessica Alba. The hand straps Jessica Alba to a car in the shop, and she's gonna get crushed. And then Devon Sawa saves her, and then
Well,
Wow.
we missed some stuff. That's okay. That's a really hard movie to shut down.
it's a lot that happens.
Is it?
It's a lot that happens in that thing.
Is
Oh,
it?
I think Austin didn't like it.
No, we biffed that hard.
I want to get into why it's hard to shut down. I have thoughts. But first, Cody, this is the first movie in what?
Hallo-Weenie.
Our Halloween film series. Cody, why'd you pick? We know why you picked Hallo-Weenie, I assume.
Yeah, because we're gonna watch these movies up into the last Friday in October.
Yeah.
And it felt like right to just do Halloween stuff. I in my head it was up between very few movies what we were gonna watch. It was either gonna be this or House of a Thousand Corpses. Ultimately, I didn't think I had the opportunity to like really prepare properly for House of a Thousand
more
Corpses.
than 2 weeks. Yeah.
So I needed, but I thought I only had one.
It's true. You did think that.
And Maddie was excited about watching Idle Hands.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, the two movies that I proposed to her because I wanted her to pick were this and Hubie Halloween.
Hell yeah.
Oh Christ!
And we went with Idle Hands.
Glad we did.
Which
yeah.
is just it's such a I remember liking the movie but thinking it was kind of stupid, just fun, right? It's just kind of like dumb fodder, right? I certainly was being a fucking asshole when I gave it stars on Letterboxd at the
Okay,
time.
sure.
I was very surprised to see your star rating.
Yeah, low stars the
Yeah.
first time that I watched it because it's not a great movie, I don't think, but
Sure.
it's just so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so dumb and silly and just a great just like turn off your brain and put it on movie.
And you watched this recently for the first time.
For the first time I
correct?
watched it recently, yeah. It's one of those ones that popped up everywhere. Maddie and I forget why we were talking about Devon Sawa, but she brought up
As
Idle
one
Hands. I think we watched Casper.
Okay.
The Friendly Ghost.
Yeah.
He's in that.
Yes.
He's the ghost.
He's Casper.
He
Yes.
actually is.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my dad's in one of those. Not the first one.
Really?
2, 3? I don't know.
Anyway, Maddie brought up Idle Hands, and I realized that I'd never seen the whole thing. I'd only seen like bits and pieces on TV as a kid. It's so fucking stupid and fun. I'm glad I spent more money than I should have on a Blu-ray from Amazon, but it's great.
Buying this on Blu-ray makes me laugh, but I'm very happy that I own it digitally.
Oh, yeah, same. We all own it digitally.
Well, I
now,
can
at
tell you
least.
that my Blu-ray looks probably the same.
Yeah. This is coming home.
That's wild.
I want to know your guys' thoughts on this. Or like your experience with it. Do you have any history with it?
This is the first I've known of this movie.
Same.
First you ever heard of it?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
think I've
I didn't know this
heard
movie
of it,
existed.
Sure.
but this was certainly the first I'd like watched it or even like knew. I think I just heard the title and like what it was about. Is there not another movie with this same premise?
Exactly. I don't know.
Then
Maybe.
Then I've definitely heard of it, but I did not know it was like a pot comedy.
Well,
Yeah.
just to quickly interject, this was an unfortunate casualty of the Columbine tragedy.
Really?
Because it was released 10 days after Columbine happened, and
Oh, sure.
immediately
Yeah.
every politician was
High schoolers dying. Yeah.
oh, we're canning the shit out of this movie immediately. So
Well,
it
they
didn't
were
get,
wrong.
It didn't get life until Blockbuster.
Dude, this movie's so fun. I had so much fun with
Hell
it.
yeah.
I was very happy that I owned it very early. Like, oh, I would throw this on. It's such a good party movie, like just pot horror comedy.
Yes.
Like just throwing at a party around Halloween. Awesome. And like, Seth Green and Penub
Dude,
are great.
so good.
Crush it.
Seth Green, this era for him, phenomenal.
Magic.
Yeah.
Dude, he's so
Phenomenal.
good.
Buffy.
Coming off Buffy, just
Yep.
did Can't Hardly Wait.
Yep.
But even like Penub, who I know has a name, and he was in the Daredevil show.
He was also in DiCaprio. Just came out. Scorsese.
Yeah, Killers Fire Men.
Kills the Flower Moon. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, he looks the
Yeah.
same, but
Eldon
slightly
Hansen.
aged.
Eldon Hansen.
Yeah.
But man, even like, dude, his physical comedy, like towards the end,
It's hilarious.
He was great
It's
at
great.
like keeping the head stiff and looking around.
I want to come back to that.
Him and Devin Sawa.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's doing
Dude.
like Jim Carrey-esque physical
The hand,
comedy
the hand
stuff.
shit at the
hand
beginning,
stuff was
magic.
great.
Dude.
Yeah.
Lives so good.
Lives not far from
No
here.
shit.
Stone's throw. Yeah. Maddie saw him at the grocery store.
Why isn't he here talking about this movie on the
I
show?
need to meet that man.
Let's go find him.
Yeah.
Devin Sawa is the horror cult actor that John Travolta is chasing in
Fanatic.
The Fanatic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Lucas, what was your history with this movie?
Same thing.
So you just, yes.
Based
okay.
first I heard of it, bought it right away, obviously, and I liked it. I love that this movie has that thing you were talking about earlier, of this vibe of like, let's make a movie, just like that kind of fun shit, where it's like these guys just want to make a movie, even though like it gets really ridiculous at some points. Because I was also asking myself, would 9-year-old me have liked this? And you know what? I was so afraid of drugs at 9 years old, I probably would have turned it off. I'm like, no,
Yeah,
weed's in it,
interesting.
absolutely not.
Interesting.
Yeah. But now I love it.
Really?
Yeah. 9-year-old me, I love Jesus.
Wow. That is, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Amen to you. I'm surprised you didn't like it more. I thought you would have really loved this.
Yeah, I don't. Not like.
Did you properly activate mouth breathing?
I don't think so.
That's what you. Very early on, I was like, okay, we're doing
Yeah,
this.
this is what
right?
we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fred Willard shows up. You're like, it's 1999. This isn't a Christopher Guest movie. I think we know what we're in.
No,
like,
the
oh, okay.
moment that Fred Willard dies
Yeah.
and Devin Sawa wakes up and he's a stoner kid, I'm like,
Yeah. This is where we're going.
I think it was
We
the
can turn off my brain.
first 15 minutes for me that were like, this movie's gonna be really, really, really cool, and then it turns into something more.
it's not
Silly.
It's not the thing that you expect out the gate. It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It becomes very silly and very like juggly,
yeah.
right? Like there's so much like random shit happening throughout the movie.
Yeah, even them coming back as zombies just kind of felt random.
Oh,
in
yes.
ways that- you know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
This is that stuff, and structurally, I think it's fucking interesting and not perfect because, like, that's like halfway through. We're halfway through the movie. We don't get to Rocker Guy. We're getting to Rocker Guy halfway through the movie. Like he's actively engaging in the plot halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the zombie should have came back and we should have had our hangout stuff in the first 20 minutes. You know, but 45 minutes go by and it's great hangout material. I fucking love it.
Oh, it's great.
But like that's
hangout
why
stuff.
you're like, wow, now we've changed. Now Vivica Fox is coming in. Now we're doing
As a druidic high priestess,
Jesus.
Fantastic.
magic.
Fantastic.
That
It's so silly.
The druid time thing killed me.
Oh yeah, Drew time.
I love that joke.
What? Drew, you got 3 minutes.
Because it's so funny because I really like the joke because they're playing off the trope. It's always, we have no time. He's like, oh, it's only 9. We got plenty of time.
Yeah.
No, but druid time. Great. Wow.
Yeah, it's
Beautiful.
phenomenal.
Oh, the throwaway I was talking about was Devin Sawa was starting to go into like he's going to start to give a speech about how he's changed and like this whole experience is forming him as a new person. And then Seth Green cuts him and was like, I don't need your Kevin Costner speech right now. We got to go.
Yeah. There it
Oh
is.
yes.
Yeah, he's like, I'm done with
yes,
this. Yeah,
yes.
There
yeah.
it is.
And that
That's great.
energy that like the three of them have, Bones, Peanut, and Anton Devon Sawa,
Yeah.
is so fucking. It's palpable. It's great.
Yeah. It seemed like they had a great time fucking making this. It seemed
Yeah.
like everyone was just like really good at what they did. It's this, especially the physical comedy stuff. Good job.
Incredible.
Listeners for wow.
We had a little topo
Topo. Uh
There
oh.
was a
Topo
moment
tip
where-
over.
where-
Topo uh-oh.
Topo.
A tippy topo uh-oh.
Yeah, it was going to be a tippy topo.
This
All
is
over
this
our,
week's Tippy Topo Uh-oh moment brought to you by Topo Chico.
All-
The finest bubbly water you can buy.
Yeah, and it was about to pour all over our recorder.
Our soundboard,
Yep.
yes.
But
That
it
would've been
didn't.
a problem.
Luckily it did not.
No,
Your hands are still
my cat-like
good.
reflexes.
Yeah.
Well done. Who directed this? What's his name?
Not even the fact that I can't remember off the top of my head means he
'Cause
didn't
he
do
did that-
Rodman Flender.
He did that Conan documentary that's really
Yeah.
good.
So
He did Leprechaun too.
He did.
Yeah.
So I watched because I have the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I watched some behind the scenes.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to say, and I don't. This is going to sound meaner than I intend it to, but these were maybe the worst bonus features I've ever seen on anything.
Oh, really?
Yes.
This
Can't
is
wait.
not
It's coming
surprising.
home.
There was an interview with the director.
Was this a new interview or is this?
This is a new interview. I think it's a new interview for the special edition that Scream Factory released, and he's basically like, "I made a movie. It was cool." That's literally the information that you get. He mentions the Columbine thing. I was like, oh, that sucks, and it's also interesting information. But like, yeah, no, the whole thing was basically him being like, yeah, there was another guy that was gonna direct it, but he didn't.
This is fantastic.
It's
perfect.
cringy how bad
yeah.
it is.
This man's my hero.
Yeah.
That's how I would
Just
do
baldly against the whole system of an interview.
Yeah.
He looks excited to be there. That's the worst part.
When did they shoot it? Can you guess? Like from like roughly, was it like at the time of it, or was it way later?
Oh no! This is like this was released. I think filmed for the release of this Blu-ray.
So
In the
fairly
last
recent?
like 5 years, I'd say.
Yeah.
Interesting. What kind of like underground life, second life, has this thing gotten?
I think the Second Life is almost entirely around the Blockbuster, just like it being in Windows at Blockbuster that gave it life, and then life since then has really just been, I think, like word of mouth or like on TV and shit.
Yeah.
But does it have like a good cult following?
It has a pretty good cult.
Because I'm wondering if maybe he's like, ugh, like I got to talk about this thing.
No, he's proud of it.
I don't feel
no,
yeah.
no,
should
no,
be.
No,
It's really good.
He is chipper and excited to be there.
He's just not a talker.
There is just nothing interesting or noteworthy to say, or at least according to him,
Yeah, that's fair.
about the making of this film.
That's fair.
Sure. It's just a movie you did and you probably had a good time and that's great.
I was looking for any because when the movie was done, I was like, this is going to be a quick discussion. I was like, we got to find some fodder. Could not find fodder.
Oh, no.
Fodder free.
Other than the hand.
Hand look great.
It's all one actor.
Okay.
Was it the same guy who did the Addams Family hand?
Actually, that's a really good question.
If
Very
it is
specific work.
If it is, I pray his letterbox headshot is a hand. Like, and then I believe that he is a hand.
Yeah.
He's
That'd
just
be
is
so
a hand.
It actually does not. Oh, yeah, there we go. Christopher Hart. And he did do the Addams Family.
Fuck yes.
He's the hand guy in the
hand
90s.
He's done 4 movies. Both Addams Family, Addams Family Values, Idle Hands, and Quicksilver Highway.
I wonder if they're in pre-production going like, we can't move forward with this movie if we can't get Christopher Hart.
Dude,
You know, right?
He's the hand guy.
yeah.
Quicksilver Highway starring Christopher Lloyd.
Okay.
Does he play a hand in that?
He better.
Directed by
better.
Mick Garris. Oh, and Clive Barker's in this?
What? He
What?
has to play a hand in that.
He has to be a hand.
No, well, he plays a person. His character's name is Lefty, so
He's a hand.
Be a-
he's
a hand.
He's billed above Rhinoplasty Man.
That is interesting because he's a righty in this movie.
Yeah.
He's right.
He's ambidextrous.
Yeah.
What an actor.
Wow. What an actor.
What an actor.
The special effects in this movie are awesome.
They're
They're
really
awesome.
good.
Like the visual effects.
Yes.
They're really good.
Like the head being chopped
the
off.
head
looks
stuff
so
looked
great.
better than it
yeah.
needed to.
Because there's some CG. Like there's some
Oh, yeah.
digital
Yeah.
work there.
But it's good.
Oh, with the
the-
saw blade, that head cut off?
Like after his
Yes,
head's cut
but
off.
after
Yeah,
his
yeah.
like
yeah.
Him carrying it around and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like plopping it on the table.
Or later
Pretty good.
when they put the when Bones gets irritated and shoves the barbecue tool up in his
Yeah.
neck to then put it's like the animatronic head for a moment.
Yeah.
It looks great.
It
looks cool as
the
fuck.
effects
Looks
were good.
really fucking cool.
And the hand when it like sharpens its nails.
Yes.
It looked fucking awesome.
Yeah.
When it's all fucked up and crawling
All
around.
that shit.
Looked really good.
I don't want to watch this movie again right now. Kind of.
It's-
That's the magic
Coming
of this
home
thing.
tomorrow.
It's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Like like pizza, weed, and beer, put this on. Hell yeah.
Yes.
This will be every Halloween for me for sure.
That's a great time.
I haven't watched this movie in at least 20 years.
That's right, because this is like a grow up movie for
This
you, right?
is the purest hit of nostalgia I've had in
well,
maybe ever.
you were like 25 when it came
I was
out.
25 when it came out. I was
In
the hand,
99,
actually.
right.
So, thank you. I didn't see this in theaters, but I caught it right when it came out on VHS, and I watched it endlessly. Like my mom bought the VHS for me, so I had it at home.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it fucking endlessly, and I wasn't even like, Lucas. It's funny you say that the drug stuff would have turned you off then. Like I wasn't a drug kid either, and like I don't gravitate towards stoner comedies now, but like I liked them more when I was a kid. So I was like into that, and like I thought that, and this is the reason why me and my friends would smoke like fucking oregano and shit like that, because we were like, oh yeah, you could do that. So we just go out in the fucking yard and pick shit off plants and smoke it with printer paper.
When I saw that, I was like, this influenced a lot of kids to try that.
Yeah, 100%, absolutely did. This, you mentioned Jim Carrey earlier. This movie and Liar Liar caused Curtis to think that hand stuff was like the coolest shit you could do. Where like I would just go around school, just doing the hand stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
With permission?
not to anybody. I would just act like my hands possessed.
I don't know if that's weirder.
and this is when Mongo claimed him. He was like, I need that.
Yeah, I said that to Jess, and she's like, "You sure kids made fun of you because you were wearing yellow pants?" I was like, "It was all a thing."
You were wearing yellow pants and doing this?
Probably, yeah, absolutely.
You wore yellow pants?
I did. That's
like,
why
why
I
did
was
I not know
That's why I
this?
was called F slur for fucking 3 years.
They didn't call you Big Bird?
That's why I was called F slur.
They did call me
Bird.
Big Bird. Yeah.
Oh, guys!
Oh, he's back in sophomore year. Hey, Big Bird, do your hand stuff.
We're just redrudging it now. Just the bully Curtis thing. Just
It wasn't that bad. It was in 7th grade. And it was either do the hand stuff or do Green Goblin, because I would do like Green Goblin stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin?
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Did you ever combine yellow pants, Willem Dafoe's Green
Fucking
Goblin, and hand
probably.
stuff? God, I'm so sorry. This is so mean. I should
Fucking
be.
probably.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I now
think
have
I've
this
gotten
image
past
in
it.
my head of a person like just great.
I was a cartoon character.
Fuck Big Bird!
And I thought it was cool. And I had to suppress that deep within me for like 10 years.
And-
But not now.
No,
That's why
it's
we have
back.
this show, to be freaky little boys.
Hey man, I got on stage with Nelly wearing a Cash Money Records do-rag. Okay, we can.
You were in Cash Money, and
It was a Cash Money Records do-rag.
that's the wrong crew.
Yes, obviously.
I did nothing embarrassing in my youth.
Photo here.
No! Yeah, pick any from 2003.
And I also realized this was definitely when we were talking about intro to Rob Zombie.
Oh,
in one of our minis. This is definitely an early
wow.
Rob Zombie thing for
Dude,
me.
some of the soundtrack.
Yeah. Oh,
Dude,
the soundtrack fucks so hard,
Soundtrack
bro.
rips,
Yeah.
dude.
Fucks so hard. The second song in the movie's Rancid.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
great.
And is that Motley Crue, the metal
Yeah,
guys?
shout at the devil,
yeah.
which is
Yeah.
like an object. That record fucking rules. But like, I that was a moment where I had to chuckle to myself that it was like, okay, the MD on this went it was either that they want to make the cool metal guy listening to Motley Crue, or they want to make the loser metal guy listening to Motley Crue. I couldn't decide which
I
one
think
it was.
definitely a joke.
I feel like it's got to be
I
a
think
joke.
it was a joke.
Yeah.
Because
think
in
it was totally a
'99, given the rest of the soundtracks, granted, so much of the soundtrack's punk and like the punk and metal argument thing could have had something to do with that. Like they wanted the long hair guy to be listening to like
Right.
something silly like
Something
that.
a little cheesy.
But yeah, man, Motley Crue, Sublime.
Yeah.
Sublime.
The soundtrack for this has a bunch of shit that I don't know if it shows up in the movie, but like early
I bet.
Blink-182's on that. The Offspring
I mean,
is
the Offspring's in the movie.
in the movie.
Tom DeLonge's in the movie.
Tom
Yeah,
DeLonge is in the movie.
where was he in the movie?
He's the other drive-through guy.
He tells
shit.
Yeah.
it's so quick you'll miss
Hell
it.
yeah.
But he's in the drive-through and they tell him get out of here. Like
that's
Anton tells him get out of
Yeah.
here, and that's him turning around like okay.
God, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I totally missed that.
It's so
funny.
good.
But yeah, the soundtrack had like the Vandals. I don't know if all
Right,
those
right.
movies all those songs were in the movie itself because that was still that
Okay.
era where they were like releasing a lot of soundtracks that were like.
Yeah.
It was just an album that had a bunch of licensed songs on it, right?
Right.
But like P-Nub
But
has
these
like
would sell. Like these soundtracks would
yeah.
fucking sell.
Oh, dude, I would buy them.
this
yeah.
was approaching the death of it, but yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a fucking like L7 poster on the wall.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just so very like 1999.
It's so of a time. It's so awesome.
Very much like MTV generation
Yeah, yeah,
shit. It's
yeah.
very cool.
Yeah, so like every scene as it went by, we're like, I'm flashing through my life. You know, I see where I am watching this fucking VHS on a 13-inch TV. But it works so well. I think that's maybe why I hadn't gone back to it because I was like, it'd been long enough. I was like, it might be weird now, and then it just got weirder and weirder to like try and go back to it. I was like, is this not going to hold up?
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this rules so
It's
hard.
dumb,
it's so
stupid,
funny.
and charming.
It's really
Yeah,
dumb
like
fun.
Devin Sawa is a goddamn comedic genius in this movie. I think
He crushes.
Like the physical comedy. I don't
He's
even know.
great.
he
For a kid?
he gets less
Yeah.
credit than he should in general. I think.
And
He's
Jessica-
great.
I
How
actually
old
went
was he?
back.
45.
Oh, now?
45.
Devin
Oh, I thought you
Sawa.
said how old was he?
He's 45 now.
Yeah,
Don't
Is he-
make me do math?
25
He's
years
20.
ago.
Yeah, 20. Yeah.
Okay, Jessica,
19 or
because
20.
Jessica Alba was like 18.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is her
19.
first movie.
No.
Oh, really?
No, she started
No?
when she was 13. Because
Okay.
I Googled it. This is not her
Yeah.
first movie. But I was like, God damn, how young is she? The answer was very,
Yeah.
very, very young.
I love that-
Wearing very little clothes.
Very little. God. I love that he finds her lyric book and it's written in magazine letters like a serial killer.
I thought that was like the clue that like she's the one
She's doing it. I wonder if that's meant to be a red herring.
It might be.
It can't
Like
be
a
because the
silly
movie
red
out the
herring.
gate is like telling you who it is.
Yeah, no, I think it was just silly.
But then he also knows the melody to one of her poems when
Yes.
he sings it back to her.
Yeah. It's great.
So
I
silly.
think this movie is just built on like sight gags. And I feel like, because that's the vibe. And like, you know, this director, he did that Conan documentary. So like, he's kind of be in the comedy world enough
Yeah.
to be involved. So it just felt like a bunch of silly little gags.
Wait,
Yeah.
I
the,
loved all of them.
the thing that she sings back to him, it's something hilarious. Or that he sings.
Oh,
her
the
one of
line? It's really
Yeah,
bad.
come, but it's like come on the floor or something like that.
No, it's not that. It's just like,
remember that.
it's just like
No, it-
bad.
the one she says. She's like, I wrote that when I was 13.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forget what it said.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was. But it was
Gotta go
bad.
back
It was
hear that.
ridiculous.
Well, we all own it. We can.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
fucking
does.
own it.
I know he did the second part of this stunt, but when he first goes to Jessica Alba's house and he does this flip over the banister
Yeah.
on the porch, I was like, did he just do that? Because that fucking ruled.
Yeah.
Because like you can see him like leave frame and then pop back up, so it could have easily been a stunt guy and him pop up. But I think there was a second part to that where he lunges himself again at the door, and it looked great. This
yeah.
motherfucker is killing this right now.
Really doing it.
2 Bush jokes in that scene.
Yeah,
Oof, back to back.
I ruined your bush.
I know. Like, also, she doesn't have parents, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I love that joke in the movie too. It's like he's 2 days without seeing his parents and he doesn't care.
Yeah. He doesn't
He's
notice
like, yeah,
for
they've been gone
days.
for a couple days. Yeah. Were these guys still in high school?
Yeah.
Or were they
Yes.
graduated?
no,
they
they're
were for
they're
sure in high
definitely in high school. Although like
Metal guy was.
He's graduated.
He was the
yeah.
older weirdo who sticks around.
Yeah.
yeah, and hanging around with girls too, like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
hitting on the younger girls. It's just
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Scene was great.
Yeah,
The
it's
wa-
fucking
with the
hilarious.
grieving girl.
Yes, yes.
I know.
Yes.
But Vivica A. Fox throws herself at him.
Yeah.
You ready for the ritualistic sex?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And he turns into like a little schoolboy.
What
Like,
did he
yeah.
call her? He called her something crazy. Baby snakes.
yes, yeah.
I almost texted you guys at that moment. Baby snakes. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's it. So good.
Yeah, Nick. I was watching it with Nick, and Nick was like, "Did he just say baby snakes?"
I wanna
Is
bring
it like we wanted to call her baby cakes, but like make it spooky?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Just make it a little weird. Or he just flubbed it and like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. I love this movie has a couple of gags that like clearly would never work, but who cares? Like one, this movie also made me think that this and Galaxy Quest, same year, made me think that giant spinning fans in like crawl spaces were a real thing to be like looking out for.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So when they go through the crawl space and there's this giant spinning fan and she puts the whip down the thing and then the girl's like so hesitant to go down it when clearly you just jump and you'd be fine. But like it holds her weight and spins her back up into the thing.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant.
It's great.
It's just silly, brilliant shit. Love it.
Yeah, fantastic.
And I thought, I had it backwards. I knew there was microwave stuff in this movie, but I thought the cat got in the microwave in this movie. So when it started and
You
the
were
cat
waiting
was
for that
there,
the whole time.
yeah, I was like, oh, Jess, the cat might not end well for the cat. But what they do with the cat is actually really funny.
Throw it out the window.
Like clearly
across the
Yeah.
street.
Yeah, like that's how you do a silly like cat thing. Obviously, that's a comedic thing that not all movies need. But like a cat doll being fucking thrown, a wide shot of a cat flying through the air, like that's
way
just fucking funny.
farther than it should have gone.
Oh,
no.
yeah. It like picks up speed. It's fantastic.
Like that shit was. I was like, oh, the cat is fine. We don't have to worry about the cat anymore.
Yeah.
But oh god, one bit that still grosses me out is when they heat up the burritos in the microwave, which is already disgusting.
So disgusting.
But when he eats the burrito,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it comes out the throat,
Yeah.
So good, and it's so like
looks like shit.
congealed and awful. Yeah, I love that.
He just tapes them up.
And it looked great. The
It looked
effects.
phenomenal.
The effects
So
are great.
onto that Blu-ray commentary, or not even commentary, just this little interview. He's
Yeah.
like, there was some practical stuff too.
Yeah,
There was blood that came out of Peanut's neck.
yeah,
That was cool.
that was cool.
It's basically like that.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm being mean, but like that's
course.
more
You're
or less what it is.
exaggerating,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. It's ridiculous.
gosh, what a film! I wrote a handful of notes down for this, but my phone deleted my note and didn't tell me it deleted it.
Is
For
it in the
first time
trash?
ever.
You're deleting
No,
it?
it's just gone.
That's weird.
I know. Anyway,
It wanted you to just enjoy the experience, bro.
yeah, it's true.
I had
Just ride the
Legos just out of nowhere cancel my order the other day.
What'd you buy on Lego?
I bought the Hocus Pocus house as,
hell
as a
yeah.
treat for me and
Oh,
Maddie.
fuck yeah!
From Lego directly.
Yeah, I bought it from them. They just
Why'd they
canceled
cancel
my
your
order. I
order?
don't know. I was like, why is this thing not shipped yet? I went to Google it because I'd been in the Lego store since I'd ordered this thing, which is very frustrating because it's like I ordered this.
Yeah.
Anyway, I looked it up. It's like, what the fuck is this thing? And I find out they just canceled my order. No notice.
Maybe they ran out.
They didn't. It's still available. I can go buy it right now.
Do you ever buy Lego sets, make them, and then return it?
No, I don't actually buy Lego sets ever.
Oh,
Do
you
you
just told a
ever-
story about buying Lego? No, but I know people who do.
That'd be funny if there was some
Yeah.
guy from high school that doesn't like you that's working in Lego Distro. Just like, the fuck this guy.
He's been waiting.
Finally, my revenge.
Finally.
No Hocus Pocus Legos for you.
Just waiting like 15 years to just be a nuisance. Like a really annoying nuisance.
He's worked to that distro center.
Yeah.
If you work at Lego, please cancel all his orders from now on.
Fuck you.
You guys sent me my Orca very quickly. I was very happy with it.
Dude, I looked at that in person the other day. My
Yeah,
God.
it's awesome.
My God, it's cool.
I think we're like a third of the way through.
That's so cool.
It's like the ship.
Yeah.
Does it have the shark too, or just the ship?
It's awesome.
I kind of want that. I'm not a big Lego guy, but
Me, this is my first one I ever bought.
I didn't know you could buy Legos direct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
can.
exciting.
Yeah, I derailed this. I'm
They
sorry.
give you free.
It's okay.
They give you free shipping on that bitch.
I think so.
Yeah, if it's expensive enough, they
shit.
do.
Yeah.
The
Like a
problem is fucking
$200
things are
set.
so expensive now.
This is a good conversation because guess what stoners would love? Legos.
This is true. I know this.
Yes. Damn.
I think another thing that stoners would love, there's a moment, a line in this movie that I immediately was like, yes, is when he's like, they're like, yeah, we're watching the news. He goes, I hate that show.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've been saying it for years, buddy.
Yeah.
It's maybe my favorite line in that movie.
And silly gags when parents are dead on the floor and homies come in and it's the, I don't know, whatever rap video it is. And they're like,
Yeah.
I thought they banned this
rap
video.
Right, yeah. It's so ridiculous. How about the fact that we're supposed to believe that he was just walking around for 7 days and there were two decomposing dead bodies standing in
Yeah.
his front entryway? It's
great.
And
Yeah.
he's so stoned he didn't notice.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
That's like the buy-in for the movie. Like if
Yes.
you can't get in with that, then you'll probably have a
It's
bad
tough
time.
for you.
I love the rule of this demon too of that it finds the laziest son of a bitch in
Yeah.
the world.
It's insane.
The laziest
It
piece of
goes
shit.
town to town, finds a loser piece of shit,
It's like, damn, I'm only
kills
17.
people. Yeah, I know. It's fantastic.
Already
So
came to
silly.
me.
Also, and then she draws the pentagram on the map as she figures out where these things are. But there's more, and like just doesn't connect.
What the-
Yeah, she just kind of draws.
Doesn't
it,
even
like,
match.
doesn't
do
connect
they,
at all.
do they ever end up like explaining that? They don't ever bring that back, do they?
No.
No.
That moment almost happens for no reason, right?
Yeah, it's just a fun
She
thing.
just needs to find out.
And all the
Find
towns
out why.
started with B, but they don't
Choose
really
a
go
town,
into
I guess.
that.
Oh,
All
did they?
All the towns were started with B, I think. They don't really go into why.
I love that.
Sure.
And then there's no real reason for her to be in disguises, too.
When was she in
I guess she has to
disguise?
get in
She was-
disguise to like see the
Oh, the
prisoner
nun?
inmate
Yeah, the nun
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
I mean, it's goofy, but
Yeah.
yeah. It's lovely. She comes out, just rips it off in one.
Sister liquor.
Sister liquor.
Oh my God.
God.
That joke was
Yes.
It's liqueur.
Yes. Yes. So good.
So stupid.
That's like a Mel Brooks type
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie's fucking clever, man.
It's funny.
Actually, the
It's
more
very
that I'm
funny.
more that we're talking about this, the more that I'm like, this is just rapidly growing stars.
Absolutely.
It's fun as shit, man.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. I would love to watch this with a group of people.
We should all hang
This would
out
have been
soon and
better.
do that.
This would have been better to play at Ryan's bachelor party than William.
Oh, boys, how we feeling about Idle Hands? Time to rate this bitch?
Ready to rate it.
Rate this bitch.
Go for it.
I give this film 1 bottle into the brain because you don't need your brain for this movie,
Nice.
but you're gonna have a great time.
Fuck yeah.
I give this movie. I ran out of weed. Because Peanut ran out of weed, and quite frankly, you could just watch this movie and become instantly stoned by watching it.
Yeah.
Because it's so silly and absurd.
Yeah, I'll give this film nutmeg meets oregano because it shouldn't work, and it doesn't. But damn it, it's still a lot of fun anyway. I love this fucking movie so much.
I give Idle Hands, what did he call it? The big motor bong.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not King. It wasn't King. Was it King Bong?
no, fuck.
Mighty Joe Bong.
Mighty Joe Bong.
Is that it?
I
resort-
think so.
King
I
Bong.
resort to half baked whenever someone comes out. Like I can't get what they call stuff in half baked out of my head. You know, like Wesley Pipes.
Mighty Joe Bong, indeed.
Mighty Joe Bong.
Should have been King Bong.
It's pretty good
It's Mighty
too.
Joe Young, but King Kong's right there. King Bong.
I guess King Bong. I guess you're just like, I don't know if the joke always plays.
It's better than Mighty Joe Bong.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, if it has to be a big gorilla. Anyway, go on.
Anyway, did you? Sorry.
I don't have a reason. I just thought that thing was cool.
Hell yeah.
And I think this movie's cool. So there you go.
There it is.
Fantastic.
Is it SHUDcast approved?
SHUDcast
is.
approved.
Absolutely.
SHUDcast approved.
Woo!
Who's next?
That'd be me.
Not I said the fly.
That's right.
Yeah.
What will Curtis pick?
I think it's Bing Bang Bing Bing.
I thought long and hard about this. I was looking at lists for a couple of weeks, as I usually do.
I was driving over here and I was like, is it my pick? If it is, I'm just gonna pick this.
Yeah.
That's how I do this. And you two make lists and analyze.
It's gotta be nice.
Lots
It's
of
gotta
thought.
Feel good.
We're better than you. That's what we're saying.
And in all reality, the second this topic came up, it was always going to be one title. And as much as I looked at lists and was trying to get other options in there, it really never changed. And I want you guys to still be friends with me after this because you're going to have to put on your hall monitor outfits. Woo! We're doing Hubie Halloween.
I knew it. Yeah.
Oh man, I am throwing on my Who Ate All the Pussy shirt for this movie.
I know.
Oh, no.
I text Cody the other day. I was like, I have something that might break the Austin.
Oh, no.
And then hours later, I was like, oh yeah, that's what it is.
You might as well
fuck
start
me.
doing.
God damn it.
Get into
It's gonna be a whole episode of us doing this to you.
I'm gonna shut it down. It was like this.
I think I'm gonna get COVID next week.
It's 2 weeks from now.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
3.
get COVID in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
It's
I
a joy, Austin.
I really couldn't not.
Okay.
Maybe we should try and gather. We'll see.
Wow, it's a horror show, and for our Halloween week, we're gonna do Hubie Halloween.
I won't even say the other ones yet because we still got 2 other movies that are
is
going to
true.
get picked. But yeah, I felt
Wow.
like staying in horror comedy realm felt
Okay.
right for this one.
Well, there you have it.
Here we have it.
Oh,
Next
he's
week.
He's mad. Are you mad?
I don't like this movie. I find it annoying, but we'll hear more next time
You fucking will.
on this show.
How many times have you seen it?
1.
Only once?
Usually when people don't like movies, they don't revisit.
Correct.
Very often.
So this
I don't know. I end up revisiting things I don't love.
This
This
will
is
be
true.
true.
I know.
I think I've seen Hubie Halloween 4 times now.
That's fucking wild. But anyway, so tune in next time to hear that. And until then, join us on Discord and tell us what you're watching, and we'll talk about all kinds of horror stuff all day long.
We love you so fucking much.
Love you.
right.
With that floopity floopity.
Yeah!